Hello there, everybody. This is General Snivy, and welcome back to more of the Persona 5 Strikers playthrough. Last time, we made our way through most of the first jail, and we managed to reach the top of the supposed castle, and turns out the entire place is blocked off by an invisible wall. And we also learned that it's linked to a supposed trauma of which is causing the wall to even exist. So, in order to figure out how to bring it down, it seems like it's connected to Alice Hiragi, who is the jail's monarch. And so, we need to figure out what is causing the trauma and how we can try to resolve it. So that way we can gain access to the very top of the castle and bring the jail to a close. In other words, just shut it down forevermore. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in today's session. So with that in mind, let's head into LeBlanc and get ready for some fun. So as I was saying earlier before we started today's stream, or just before loading the game back up, excuse me, I am a little bit nasally / congested, so apologies for that. It's funny how I said I was close to the finish line last time, but it turned out that was not the case at all. No, it wasn't even its final form. We're only just getting started. And this has been going on for over a month. I did take some Allegra this morning to try and combat this crap, and yeah, it's currently working, but I'm still congested, which is rather unfortunate, but it is what it is. Hey, better to be congested than to have a runny nose that is running like a damn faucet in the sink, if you know what I mean. Alright, before we get started, let's see if I...
What are you selling? Are you sure?
Got some stuff to sell.
Things are discounted right
Now
now.
then.
How many would you like? You please for
Gimme,
your
gimme, gimme.
patronage. Thank you very much. How many would you like? Thank you very much.
Figure I might as well do a little bit of shopping before we get started.
How many would you like? Thank you very much. How many would you please for your patronage? How many would you like? Please for your
This won't take too long, probably about a minute.
You put it to good use. How many would you like? Thank you very much.
I really wish I could just buy everything in bulk all at once. That would be awesome, but sadly that's just not the case. You have to buy each and every single item one by one. I think it was like that in Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal as well, but still, a sort of buy in bulk option would have been nice. But it is what it is.
You're buying quite a bit. You please for your patronage. How many would you like? For your patronage.
Okay, that ought to do it.
Now then.
Sorry if I sound like I'm hawking up furballs like a damn cat, but it is what it is. Anywho, if you're still working on preparing yourself to deal with the trauma, you can easily return to the jail of which you were previously at just by selecting Explore Jail. Otherwise, just select Go to Destination and get ready for some fun. Let's get to it.
Are we sure this is right? I'm not seeing anything weird.
I have no doubt. This place gives me the same sensation as when I touched the birdcage.
Think this is what would bring me back here.
It hasn't changed a bit.
Well, yeah, dude. It hasn't even been half a year since you saw it last time.
Still, I had no idea Alice Hiragi graduated from Shujin.
I didn't either. And I figured a student council president would know better than anyone about celebrity graduates.
Perhaps she had a past here that she wished to erase.
What do you mean?
Those voices we heard in her jail. Those cutting words and that painful cry. I don't know whether she was one of the instigators or the victim of such bullying. However, she experienced it. It left such a gaping wound in her heart that she refuses to even acknowledge the truth of the matter.
And that truth took place right here.
So that's why Shujin has a secret room.
Well, we should get moving. What's next?
We may not be in Shibuya, but this place is still linked to its jail. Inputting the proper Emma keyword should permit access as usual.
Okay, let's try it. Everybody ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Let's head in.
Keyword, Wonderland.
Keyword successfully entered. Beginning navigation.
Alright, in we go. Let's see what this secret room is all about.
So, it's a classroom?
Is this what a school is like? It's rather different than how the internet makes it appear.
The cognitive distortion's really strong here. What's going on?
Hey, look!
Hello there.
A ghost! Are you seriously crying? Ugh, how pathetic. Trying to get us to go easy on you. You tricked him the same way too, didn't you?
No, I'd never do that.
What? What is this?
My thoughts exactly.
You're disgusting. Serious. Why are you still alive?
Jesus, man.
Do us a favor. And die already.
Well, looks like we're going to be teaching this young lady some manners, and hopefully she won't turn into a cat. Oh dear, never mind. Well then. Looks like she's too far gone.
What the hell?
Careful, here it comes!
Well, whatever it is, we need to whip its ass into the frickin' curb.
Can't you get it through your thick skull? No one wants you around.
Oh shit, what the hell is going on? This thing just flipped out of nowhere.
The room's also changed. As these prison cells.
No time! Here it comes!
Oh dear. Oh, it's time to have some fun.
Energy on our attacks. Let's read the enemy's movements and respond in kind.
So, as you've seen, I did change around my party just a little bit to, I changed it to Morgana, Yusuke, and Haru, along with Joker, obviously. Joker has to be in the party no matter what. Reason why I changed my party formation, just for a change of pace, and I figured it would be a pretty good opportunity to, I figured it would be a good fit for this battle.
It must be hidden somewhere within the cell.
I'm not exactly fit to search for it now. Focus on the enemy first.
As far as this fight, it really shouldn't be too bad. The boss itself, or I think it's the Warden, that's what this thing is called. Regardless, he's pretty easy to read as far as his attacks are concerned. Try to focus your attention solely on the Warden. Otherwise, you're gonna be here forever.
It's a strong one! It's going to weakness the curse! Zoro, let go!
Nice.
Leave it to me.
I will handle this.
Thankfully, it seems to me that this thing is weak against wind, which is pretty damn awesome if I do say so myself. Not only that, but it also is super useful for taking out the shield gauge.
I will handle this.
Another thing that can be pretty damn helpful too is executing an all-out attack at the right moment.
Everyone stay focused. I'm going for yourself. Zoro, show your power. Everyone train their nuclear attack. Persona! Behold!
I lost the reading! Where'd it go?
I appreciate it.
Don't you dare!
Oh dear. Well, that was a wild ride. Mona, a little bit of a healing would be nice. Do I really have to switch? Apparently so. Well, that's unfortunate.
Much thanks. I'll do it.
One very nice thing about baton passing in this game is, unlike Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal, you can execute a baton pass whenever you want. So if your AI companions are being uncooperative, you can easily swap to another character that you feel like you need to. So you don't have to play as one person the entire time. Like Joker, for example. You don't have to play as him all the time. Although he is the most... He's the most versatile person to play as out of everyone else in the game. How so? Well, he can do almost anything. Including heal if you absolutely must.
There were some truly terrible things said in the classroom as well.
By the way, as this fight goes on, you may notice that your teammates will initiate some additional lines of dialogue throughout the battle. And as the fight goes on, you'll learn more about why it is that this traumatic event even took place. You may even be able to sympathize, whatever the hell the word is, with the villain. That'll be fine.
Your turn.
Sure. Let's go.
For some reason, I'm thinking R1 is the attack button.
I will handle this.
You forgot your follow-up attack.
You're mine.
One is running out of stamina. Spending boys.
I will handle this.
Warning. This one's gonna be rough.
I don't think I played as Yusuke yet.
Thank you, Arthur.
Might be a good time to show him off a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned this yet or not, but each character plays differently and have their own unique styles of executing attacks and things like that.
In fact, I think I'll take him off your head.
Take it. So all of this bullying was over some affairs with the heart.
What a bunch of
I
bullies.
appreciate it.
They were just so
Understood.
mean to Alice. The enemy's getting weaker.
Well, that was unpleasant.
You know it's
Time to finish this.
Time for the curtain.
Goodbye.
almost got it eliminated.
Hell yeah! That did it.
Hang on. Something's up.
The hell? A lock? Since we have a lock here, where's the key?
What do we got here?
Whoa! What the heck? It's destroyed!
What?
I wonder what that could mean. Well, whatever it is, we need to get the hell out of here ASAP! Ooh. Looks like that had an effect on the main jail itself.
What was that rumbling?
Good
The
question.
Birdcage in the jail is now unlocked. We will be able to access it.
For real?
It appears our most recent target held the key.
In other words, we defeated the warden guarding the key.
A warden in Alice's memories. A key to the cage in her jail. So a different shadow held the key, not Alice's?
Apparently
What's
so.
going on about?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking how many differences there are from the palaces.
Good point. The palaces don't have any rooms like these, or wardens guarding keys in hidden locations.
It's as if the more we learn, the messier the situation gets.
If it weren't for Sophie, we wouldn't have even made it here.
Have I been helpful to the Phantom Thieves?
Oh yeah.
You know it.
Praise accepted.
Well, praise you all you want later. We've got a birdcage to bust open.
True. We have one last task in the real world first. Let's send Alice the calling card. Take back those desires.
Oh yeah. Time to send out our first calling card. Perfect. I feel like we are about as many sessions in as it would be for Persona 5 Royal before we send our
Okay,
first calling
let's
card.
Send in the calling card.
Not too
What does
sure.
it say?
We're at
after the desires that Alice is seizing from the people whose hearts she changed, right? Then don't we have to write something like, "We shall take back the desires you've seized"? Smart. Using the same logic that works on treasures is probably our best shot.
Once the desire takes form, we can steal it. If we return the victims their own desires,
Everyone should return to normal.
So, what'll happen to Alice then?
Well, she should be having a change of heart and confessing soon after.
Actually, that's not set in stone. What we're stealing this time are the desires that Alice seized from others. This isn't her own desire or ambition. Or like the treasure we found in palaces. There's no way of knowing whether or not Alice's heart will be changed.
even
point.
if we rescue her victims, without a change of heart in Alice, this will just turn into a pointless cycle.
But if the calling card works, her desire will manifest inside the birdcage. That creates a high probability that we'll encounter Alice's shadow there.
We did cause quite a scene destroying the lock.
Whether through words or fists, don't we still have the opportunity to change her heart via her shadow?
Then let's do it! Let's take her head on! Oh, sorry.
That's
I
okay.
know that's the dangerous approach, but if you guys are all up for it, I want to rescue Alice too. Not just her victims. Alice said she wanted to be a ray of light that could inspire people suffering through life.
You mean when she was on TV? I don't know if she really meant all that.
Well, I do. I get why she said it. Because of all the bullying in her past. I mean, doesn't it seem like we saw part of Alice's trauma in the secret room?
Trauma? It's like an invisible wound in a person's heart. It comes from living through painful experiences. A wound in a heart.
Maybe that trauma's the whole reason the jail formed.
Trauma distorted Alice's heart, giving birth to the jail. That is very similar to Palace Generation. I've gotta say it's possible.
But how is that trauma relevant to Alice's current behavior?
This is just a hunch, but I think she sees what she's doing as some kind of revenge against the kinds of girls who treated her badly.
Stealing someone's dude right in front of her as revenge to Alice? Oh, that's pretty sick.
But her Shadow's operation is way too massive for that to be all. She just has too many victims already. What if she simply kept escalating because no one was there to stop her? Becoming a monarch must create an awful amount of distortion.
All that only makes me want to help Alice more. If her heart's grown that distorted, then I want her to at least remember how it feels being a ray of light for somebody. Is she beyond helping at this point? I don't know. But there has to be someone who at least tries. We can't just abandon Alice.
Oh, Lady On.
You're right. You're really kind, you know that?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm with you. Let's do it.
No objections here either. However, should we engage her in combat, we must avoid taking her life at all costs.
Absolutely. That's out of the question.
Best case scenario, we just talk her out of it.
Guys, do you think I could write the calling card this time? There's something I need to tell her personally.
Sure, go for it, On. It's all yours.
Thanks. It'll be great.
Writing a calling card? Need any help?
Ooh, you can help me with the phrasing, Sophia.
Awesome. All we gotta figure out now is the delivery.
I may have a plan for that. This is a special reunion of the Phantom Thieves. We gotta do this right.
I'm looking forward to seeing what this is all about. Is there anything you forgot to do? Make sure you get everything wrapped up by tonight. Once we send out the calling card, there's no backing out. And believe me, he's definitely right about that because we won't be back here for a while. Yes, I know what I said. And you'll soon see what I mean.
What are you looking for? There's a sale happening. Now's your chance to shop.
Okay. Unfortunately, Sophia's shop isn't restocked after that battle in particular because I'm pretty sure the warden fight it works the same as it is for exploring the jail itself. So you just need to defeat a couple more mobs and enemies and then Sophia's shop will be restocked. At least that's how it's supposed to work. Anywho, I think I'm more than fully prepared and ready to go, so let's send the calling card and steal the show. AKA steal back all the desires of which Alice stole. Alright, let's go.
Here.
Oh, you're all set? Then I ought to start getting ready too. Our mission begins tomorrow night. Right, let's do this. Not sure why I delayed that response or that button press, but whatever. Time for some fun. Now then, that night.
Akira Konoe, founder of Mediz, announced a joint project with one-time rival company Pineapple. Tech heads are fired up with anticipation at the news, awaiting further details with
Ooh. This looks familiar.
Okay, folks, listen up!
Good evening. Been a while, huh?
Perhaps you remember us.
We are the Phantom Thieves.
And we're back in action with a new heart in our sights.
A wicked witch who treats people like toys. Alice Hiragi. You pretend you're a ray of light, but all you do is hurt people to indulge your own darkness. You're a bad person, and bad people have to be stopped. And all those desires you stole.
Tonight, we're taking them all back.
Damn! Now that is how you send the calling card.
Okay, next I'm scheduled at... Oh, it's the manager. Hello?
This is bad, Miss Alice. Look at the email I forwarded you.
What in the... Phantom Thieves?
Taking my desire? All the desires I've collected? No, you can't! I need those! That's what makes me the monarch! I need those to... Without those, all right. I'll wait for you.
I don't want toys that don't do as they're told.
I'll smash you for certain this time.
It's the return of the Futaba Cannon. Hope it was a blast. Shibuya's in Phantom Thieves frenzy all over again. I'm sure Alice got her calling card by now too.
Come on!
So, all that's left is to wrap this up. Let's head in and finish the job we started. Let's do this. Time for the heist.
Let's go.
Right. Tonight we take back the stolen desires. Funny enough, even after you send the calling card, you can exit out. But keep in mind that the entire jail is on high alert. And there's no way to bring the security level back down from 99%, and you can't max it out either, so... Let's head in?
Go, everyone! Time to change Alice's heart!
Alright.
You gotta love Life Will Change. Plus, I think this is the one with lyrics.
Times like these, I know I'm supposed to be safe.
Oops. Ah, whatever, no big deal. This'll be quick. But as I was saying, what's kind of funny is the fact that this song is playing now, and this is the only time in the entire game, as far as I recall, of which Life Will Change actually plays. Kind of funny, but I guess they gotta make it nostalgic somehow, in like some sort of capacity. And to be honest, I'm okay with this. I love this song. It's one of those songs that never gets old, but I guess if you listen to it for like 3+ hours straight, then yeah, it does get old. But even so, not that big of a deal. So, when it comes to heading to your destination, head straight there if you possibly can. Fast travel if at all possible.
The chain goes all the way to the top.
It does.
Perhaps it fell when we opened the lock. Climbing this should give us a straight shot to the Birdcage of Desires.
Sounds good to me. Alright, let's head on up. Okay, any time now in the game, that would be fantastic. Now then, the barrier should definitely be down now.
Whoa. That is...
That's a giant-ass gem!
It's so big! At least it actually materialized for us. Thank goodness.
That is a relief. I was worried our standard palace procedures wouldn't work.
Alright, Skull. Get to home.
No. Look at the size of that thing.
What do we do now? How do you steal something like that?
I admit, I don't know either.
Well, hello there.
What's that?
Well, it's probably death.
It's her!
Hello there, Alice. Nice to see you.
So, it's a fight after all.
It is.
Dear, you thought you'd just sneak in like that. And what exactly do you plan on doing with those desires? Hey, you! Joker, right? Did you come back to me so you could be mine?
Not in a million years.
Oh, what a pro! You should try being nicer to girls.
Alice Hiragi! We know all about the horrible things you've done.
You seized people's desires by force and turned them into your puppets.
You toyed with people's emotions and made them mistreat one another.
You even opened up stores so you could bilk all the people you brainwashed. We can no longer overlook the wicked changes of heart you forced on the people.
The Phantom Thieves are about to beat the distortion out of you.
Takamaki-san, you're so beautiful. There's no way you could understand. You have no clue what I've been through.
You mean what happened to you at Shujin?
Where did... How?
We know all of it. How you were bullied, how it was torture for you, but I still...
Oh, okay. You found out. No matter how much I hide it, the past still comes back to me. How pathetic. What a mess. But that doesn't matter now. With this power, I can have everything. Everything I've always wanted. Mine.
Also one of the best songs in the game.
And now, I'm gonna make you mine. All mine.
Sweet merciful Jesus! What the hell are you? Oh lord, she just turned into an alpha Lola bunny! And a shiny one at that. Get your Master Balls ready.
So this really is Alice in Wonderland.
Oh my! I'm late for a very important date. Come along, come along. I have such wonders to show you.
Yeah.
Wonders.
Yeah, you don't want to know, Sophia. Trust me.
She just wants to torture us or something.
Alice, I'm gonna make you see the light.
Well, time to have some fun. All I can say about this fight in particular, keep moving no matter what. Try to keep your eye on Alice as much as humanly possible. And because she is the Monarch, she does have faces just like any typical boss. Okay, Oh, hello. Maybe my party formation wasn't such a good fit for this fight after all. Whoops. Oh well, no big deal. We can still work with this.
I appreciate it. Sure.
I don't remember this fight really being all that hard. Alice just acts like a regular boss for the most part. Just, again, keep an eye on her movements, and thankfully she is weak to wind as well as fire. So bringing on Morgana is not a bad idea here. Don't be afraid to use the environment to your advantage. There are several crackers placed around the entire arena, just be careful upon using them. Make sure that Alice is nearby, otherwise you'll not be able to take advantage of them and you'll just waste the cracker. And let me tell you, that's not exactly a good time. You can also use the centerpiece or the center pole at the center of the arena as well. Oh, and by the way, when Alice gets to the center of the arena, keep moving, dodge the attacks, and then try dodging into the center shockwave. That way you'll get some invulnerability frames upon dodging. And if you can't do that, try jumping over it. You'll be fine. Pretty easy attack to avoid, all things considered. Eventually it will get to a point where the next phase will begin.
Raining confetti upon the stage. That would be quite pleasing, aesthetically.
Not a bad idea. Never really thought about doing that. You would think that she would be out of range for something like that, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Seems to me that the party crackers have quite substantial range. A lot more than I was expecting. So in other words, it acts like a shotgun. Except it's not like a Call of Duty shotgun where it only works up to maybe about 5 meters at best. No, that's more like a Call of Duty sniper, where it has infinite range, no matter where. In other words, it gets a one-shot kill anywhere, period. Plus, it's not one of those things of which turns you into an old man. And by that I mean it'll slow you down significantly. No. That's not how it works.
Let's go. You're mine.
By the way, I'm pretty sure you cannot inflict bosses with status elements. I mean, I've been trying. Seems to be kind of fruitless. Ah, forget it. Well, I did not quite mean to do that twice in a row, but hey, no problem.
I'll use this. Come. This power. Let's go. Take this.
It's also not a bad idea to use skills that increase your own attack as well as lower the enemy's defenses. Or even attack for that matter. I wouldn't say Fox is getting wrecked per se. Well, looks like it's time for phase 2.
Why are you being like this? I was finally able to find some happiness. You here to take everything I have? Just like she did? Just try me.
Oh boy, this is where things really start to get hairy.
Stay on guard. Whoa, holy shit! Why is she so fast now?
Oh dear.
Alice, what made you like this?
Never get it coming, son. I've been treated like a shit all my life. I had every
So when Alice does the slice and dice attack, again, try rolling into her to get some iframes. And if you happen to have your bond skills high enough, then you may be able to deal some additional counterattack damage. Which, let me tell you, that is really damn useful. Otherwise, just try to dodge the attack as best you can. Pretty easy to do. Her hitbox is not that wide. And what's kind of funny is that it's easier to just dodge the attack outright versus dodging into it.
Please allow me. I accept.
Okay. Unfortunately, I noticed that the Morgana went down. Let's see. Need some sort of revival item here. Where the hell is the revival thing? Really wish I had some sort of idea of what the hell the item is. By the way, you can bring up your item menu at any time by pushing the options button. Or the start button if you're playing this on the Switch. I think that's the plus button, but you get the idea. Still, same sort of button. Okay, where the hell is my revival thing? I think it's just under... Aha, here we go.
Use this.
Thank you. Don't you dare!
Okay, that kind of caught me off guard a bit. That wasn't good.
There! Thank you! Witness my resolve! What is it? Alright, moving in there!
I will handle this. Show, Warthog.
That probably was not the best idea, but I think in Phase 2, Alice does not go to the center pole anymore.
With this.
At least I'm pretty sure she doesn't. And I was gonna say, I was just proven wrong right then and there. That would have been fun. Ouch.
You're mine. Please allow me. Ravage that.
That might come in handy. We can attack with it?
Okay, that was a bit scary.
Well played.
Not gonna lie.
Switching up. Sure.
By the way, another thing you could do to help with figuring out the situation, just get a hand on your bearings,
Let's go.
is baton passing to your teammate. It may not be necessary 100%, and it's not 100% reliable like it is for switching to different personas and stuff, but it still allows you to just sit down, figure something out, figure out what the hell it is you need to do next. Bringing up the item menu can also help too. Just keep in mind that you can't really get a good view of the arena until after you exit out of the menu. Okay, that was bad.
I'll use this.
Could have been worse.
Ravage that. Showtime.
This is probably not going to do much. Then again, who knows?
Lucifer.
Not as much as I thought, but hey, at least it stopped the attack. Well, that most certainly didn't work out. By the way, if you are running low on SP in the fight, don't be afraid to use SP restoration items.
You're mine.
Also, I'm pretty sure the how dare you attack, if you manage to dodge into it, you can get some pretty good damage, and who knows? Definitely try it. Try dodging into the enemy attack, and you should be okay. Ooh, showtime!
Such beauty. Go.
Bishop! There you go!
Did we do it?
I believe so. Now that is how you freeze a fool. One artistic defeat. Or victory. Who cares? We win. That's all that matters.
No! How can I still not be strong enough? Why can't I change? I'm not the victim anymore!
Enough, Alice. If you keep going, you'll just make yourself feel even worse.
How would you know?
You've both suffered.
I just can't compare to someone like you, Takamaki-san. All my life, I'm no match for the real winners. And I tried so hard to change, but I was still made fun of, still bullied. I just wanted to stop being miserable. I poured my heart into fashion and worked to get so far. But then, she showed up again and started running her mouth about my past. She told everyone what a pathetic little shit I was.
Damn.
That's why I took all of it from her. Her boyfriend, her social circle, everything. And that still wasn't enough for me. It wasn't just her. Everyone that talked behind my back, all the people who just stood there when I was kidding. I'll destroy every single one of them.
Alice. So this is a wound in a heart.
This power lets me get revenge. So
You became the bully, right? You idiot! What good does that do? Now you're just as bad as the people who made you suffer. Is that how you want to live? Like one of those bullies? Didn't you want to be something else? A ray of light for others. And for yourself. Don't give up because of those selfish bastards!
Takamaki-san. You're right. I wanted to rescue them. All the people like me, going through the same thing. But I...
Atone for your crimes. It's not too late to change.
You think so?
I know so.
Takamaki-san, I want to apologize to the people I hurt and start over.
Atta girl.
Sure, you can turn it around. I've been through a lot of the same things, but thanks to my best friend and the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand up for myself and do the right thing. You're never alone. Once you're back to your real self, let's be friends, okay?
You wanna be... Really?
Uh-huh. I mean, I totally love Alice. We even share the same dream.
Thank you.
Aww.
I'll go back now, where I belong. But this time, I'm gonna be...
Good luck out there, Alice. Oh boy!
Oh, this is bad! It's coming down!
Time to head out. Whoa! Ho, ho. Looks like all the lost and stolen desires are all returning to their proper owners now. Neat. Looks like everything's finally returning to normal here. Awesome. Gotta say though, it sure is a pretty sight.
That was effing amazing!
Really was.
We just witnessed the desires returning to their rightful owners?
That we did.
That's what it looked like to me. Everyone who got a desire disappeared afterward.
I hope that means their real-life counterparts are returning to normal.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Only one way to find out, though.
You're right.
Wait, what the?
What's wrong, Mona?
What is it, Mona-chan? Something's wrong. It's not collapsing.
But the giant desire blew up! Like...
No. Just look around.
Now that you mention it...
Whenever we stole a treasure, we'd have to leave the metaverse entirely, right?
Yeah, we always had to haul ass out of there.
That is most assuredly not happening now. If anything, it's grown eerily quiet.
So if the monarch is toppled and the desires are all returned, the jail still doesn't collapse?
It would appear that palaces are different from this jail after all.
There's
Yeah.
a chance we haven't actually resolved the issue yet.
I wonder how Alice will react to this. Could we find out when we get back to the real world?
It'd be nice if she could recall what happened here, but no one shares memories with their shadows.
Think she might talk to Panther?
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you two could really hit it off.
She did say that she loves her.
Yeah. I mean, it was worth going that far for her to come to her senses. Alice really is a one-of-a-kind talent. And her dream is definitely something worth fighting for. I just hope she can remember how that dream first made her feel. So she can bring that feeling to the people who need it.
Well said, Well said.
I don't know if there's anything I can do to help her, but I at least want to be there for her.
Fascinating.
What's up, Sophie?
Just as the Phantom Thieves predicted, Alice Hiragi appeared to change her logic. This would not be possible had we simply defeated her. How did you predict the outcome?
We didn't really predict it. Being able to change is what makes someone human.
Someone is human because they can change.
The human heart is much more complicated than expected, isn't it? Just when you think you've grown beyond your pain, the smallest thing can bring you all the way back down again.
The human heart is indeed difficult to comprehend. It's filled with mysteries.
It really is.
You're pretty high up there on the mystery charts yourself, Sophie, my dear.
No, I'm...
Sophie, humanity's companion, right? We get it.
You got it, Skull.
Well, yeah.
Not bad, Skull. Do you really get it?
I can feel a strong bond with my friends.
Well, what do you say we head back now? I'd like to check on the real world, Alice.
Yeah,
Same here.
let's get going.
I'm pretty sure at this point this will trigger Alice's change of heart. Supposedly this is how it usually works with palaces, so why not jails too? I made my way back to LeBlanc.
Hey,
What's up, Sophie?
Ann was very angry with Shadow Alice earlier. By the end, though, she appeared happy. Why is that? Wasn't she angry at Alice?
She finally shared her feelings, and to be honest, they understood each other.
Okay. Anger is not just for hurting people. It is also able to save people.
It depends, though. It honestly depends.
Consider. Anger saved Alice. If someone is in the wrong, anger can be used to show them the error of their ways. The human heart is such a mystery. But thanks to you, I've gained valuable experience. Thank you. I hope to learn more from you.
You're welcome. I'll do my best. Hey, you. Time to proceed onward to the next day. July 30th. I wonder what this day is going to bring. Certain TV studio filming location.
And now for the hottest meet and greet. Alice Hiragi has returned as our special guest. Miss Alice, thank you so much for coming on today, despite the last visit's conclusion. From what I hear, there's something you wish to share?
Yes,
I need to confess something. The incident that occurred with the previous hosts. That was all my fault. I forced him to proclaim his love for me during a live broadcast. When I heard he was engaged to his co-host, I just wanted to ruin their relationship.
Miss Alice.
And they're not the only ones. Anytime I see a happy woman, I just get so jealous. I do whatever it takes to ruin their lives.
Is this a prank or something?
All of my past managers tried so hard to stop me. But then I'd lash out at them too, and I'd assault them until they'd back down. The only reason I've changed managers is because my last one had a total breakdown.
Wait, is this real?
Everything I've said here is the truth. I'm sure all of it is easy enough to prove now. I've lied, and it hurt so many people. And I'm just so sorry for it all.
Is this the Phantom Thieves?
I'm the one who did it all. No one but me did these horrible things. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Cut! Cut! Right now! Dump to standby!
Damn!
Alice. This is gonna blow way up. That news lady even name-checked the Phantom Thieves. Well, whatever may come, at least our job's done.
Right. We may have gone through something quite different from a palace. There's no mistaking Alice had a change of heart.
The people with the stolen desires seem to be normal again, too. It's all over the internet.
Well, feels
My
good to be the
son was
Phantom
about
Thieves
to
again.
blow our savings on Alice merch, but the Phantom Thieves rescued him. Thank you, Phantom Thieves.
I'm just seeing a lot of I want my money back. Well, sure can't help him there.
I'm not sure everyone's actually a victim here.
Nevertheless, mission complete.
Couldn't have said it any better myself, Sophie.
I wonder what'll happen to Alice next.
It's probably next to impossible for her to make it in the industry now. Her scandal is big news.
No matter why she did it, there are still consequences for her actions.
But if Alice really can find that feeling she had when she first discovered fashion, I think she'll be okay. She can still be a ray of light for others, even if she has to find another way to shine.
That reminds me, we should still try to press her for info. She might know something that we still don't. But do we actually have a chance of meeting her now? I imagine her day-to-day life's become quite the mess.
Jeez, that's a good point. Her agency isn't going to want anything to do with her.
An enlightening conversation as always in here.
Well, hello there, Zenkichi.
What's up? How's it hanging, folks?
Aw, you again, Gramps?
Hey, I won't deny I'm older than you guys, but that still stings, you know? But more importantly, you guys really hop to work when your minds are set, don't you?
To what are you referring?
Don't play stupid. I gave you solid intel, yeah?
Yes, but that's...
Well, that's good news. Looks like I'll be getting my own in return.
Your
How
own
so?
what?
I came here today for your response to my offer. You know, the deal.
You mean your ultimatum?
I told you we don't work with cops.
And what if I tossed in a little bonus? Such as running some questions by Alice for you. You were just saying you wanted info from her, right?
That's accurate.
But Alice already confessed to messing with people on live TV. Our names have been cleared.
Yeah, what she said. We don't need you for shit.
If only that were true.
What do you
What do
mean?
you mean by that? How is this case not closed?
Oh, it is far from closed. This change of heart epidemic is happening all over the country.
Well.
And we know they can't all be Alice's victims. Therefore, you still have plenty to get pinned on you, don't you? Not only that, you already know how badly you've stirred the pot. That little calling card stunt's fired up the public more than ever. These change of heart cases have to be the Phantom Thieves. It's the only thing I hear down at the station now. Do you really not realize how dangerous a position you're in right now?
What bullshit? What the hell did we do?
Calm down. Why do you think I offered you that deal? If I wanted to, I could cuff you and take you in right now. The reason I'm not is because I believe you are not the culprit. To catch the true perpetrator, I need your help.
What makes you think that?
Detective's intuition? Maybe? I mean, I'm pubsec, but that's close enough. The MO in this recent epidemic doesn't mesh with the Phantom Thieves' ideology. The motives also appear very different. These are two separate cases. At least, that's what I believe.
May we have a moment to ourselves? We'd like to discuss it first.
Sure, I'll be right outside. Just holler when you're ready for me.
Now this is unexpected. We assumed Alice's confession would clear our names.
Damn it. So they really weren't just trolling.
What is it?
When I was searching the web, I noticed some people saying weird stuff was happening here and there, similar to what we've seen so far. Almost none of them made the news, and it seems like everyone's just trying to ignore it.
But
Gramps
what?
is saying it's probably not bullshit after all.
What should we do? If they decide to scapegoat us, we'll never be able to clear our names.
They're not even changing hearts for the same reasons as us. If there really are other brainwashing incidents out there, that would mean there are more jails. Do you think there could be more monarchs out there too?
Then what
Yeah,
would
I
we
believe
do?
so.
Considering what we've gathered, going along with that man could be a viable option.
Are we seriously gonna trust that dude?
What other choice do we have? At the very least, his intel about Alice was useful.
What do you say?
I'd say, let's make a deal. Not much of a choice, after all.
I think that'd be wisest.
No, wait. Even if we do level with him, how would we explain it? If he's going to understand what we've been doing, he'll have to learn about the metaverse. Do you think he'll even believe us?
We have no choice but to make him believe. Otherwise, it's our leader on the line.
But the metaverse, the jail. How do you think we're gonna get some thick-headed cop to buy that?
It seems our only choice is to take him to the jail.
Wait, really?
I wonder how that'll work.
Can you think of any other way for him to avoid getting arrested? We have one playable card in our hand. We just have to go along with it for the time being.
He'll be dangerous in the jail, but we should be able to protect one man. There doesn't seem to be another option. It may be our best interest to accept the deal.
Alright, we'll do it. It's not like we have any alternative.
Let's hope it's not our undoing.
Yeah, like it was with the Ketchy.
We gotta stay prepared for the worst case.
I'll call him back in. Come on back. We're ready for you.
Huh, that was quicker than I expected. So, what say you all?
There's a place we need to show you. Follow us.
By the way, the following scene is the reason why Zenkichi is my favorite character in the entire game.
Jail full of shadows. With a monarch seizing desires, was it? All right. What say we go get you tested for drugs now?
I gotta say, that is the most realistic response an adult can give to kids who are explaining this crap to them. I'm just saying, it's like dragging someone like my mom into someplace like that, explaining the whole metaverse and cryptocurrency and the whole Oculus VR shit. Yeah, she may think it's cool, but she'd be like, what? What the hell's this shit? I'm just saying, no joke. My mother's really that old-fashioned. She doesn't even know how to use a GPS on her phone. It's sad, but true. I even showed her a few times, and she still doesn't get it. What can I say? She's technically challenged, but I still love her anyway.
Just save it for now.
If you're gonna cook up some fantasy to sell me, maybe try a little less spice next time?
Just save it for now. We're about to take you into the cognitive world.
Cognitive world?
Follow us.
Huh? Where to, exactly?
You'll see. Welcome to the land of wonder of which we call the metaverse. And thankfully it doesn't involve NFTs and cryptocurrency and destroying the environment by wasting electricity. Trying to make money that doesn't exist.
What? What is... This isn't real.
Everything here is real. Every last bit you can see.
Whoa. What happened? What are those outfits for?
Yep, just about what I expected.
This is our Phantom Thief attire.
What even is this? Where am I?
Questions. This is a jail. You are currently located within a jail.
Wait. Who are you?
I am Sophie, humanity's companion. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to... What?
Chill out, Zenkichi. You've got to keep yourself together.
Yeah. Right. I can't be losing my shit like... Monster Cat!
I am not a monster cat. I am Morgana.
You finally believe we've been telling you the truth?
The hell? How much did I drink last night? This just has to be a dream. I'm still passed out.
You holding up there, Gramps?
No need to worry. He's merely having a meltdown.
My thoughts exactly.
Still sounds rather worrisome.
Looks like we blew his mind.
Oh, brother. I suppose we may as well head back now.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. We don't want to get jumped by a few shadows here. Otherwise, Zenkichi may just completely die. He may just drop dead. That wouldn't be good.
How did this... What's happened to me? Did I drive myself crazy trying to crack this case?
It's pretty fun watching him lose it.
Gotta say,
His brain probably
I agree
overloaded
with
and he
Ryuji.
can't catch up.
Oh, why'd we even bother explaining it all beforehand?
We all reacted similarly during our first time. Ah, such innocence.
Get a hold of yourself, Gramps. Sheesh. How long do you need to get it together? Come on, Earth to Zenkichi.
Huh? Oh, right. Right. Get it together. This cat said my name! Wait, are you that monster cat from that place? It's the monster cat!
Not a monster or a cat. I told you I am Morgana.
Since you're cognizant of Morgana speaking in the metaverse, you can understand him here now, too.
Cats can talk if I'm cognizant of it? That's really something.
I think he's going to need a little more time to process all of this.
Fair enough.
First off, sorry for losing my cool like that. I think I get what's going on, though. Actually, none of it makes any sense to me. But I'm going to strive to understand.
If we're going to make a deal, then that will make us conspirators. Conspirators have to vow never to betray one another's trust.
So, you already know how all this works. All right. Your trust is repaid with mine. Help me figure out this nationwide change of heart business, and I'll make sure you're all protected. As long as you cooperate, I won't allow the police to lay a finger on you. That's my vow.
And it's a deal. But you better get along with the talking cat.
Oh, man. So he's really real, huh? In that case, I'm gonna cut right down to it and ask for your help with a similar incident. PubSec has their eyes on Sapporo right now because of all the change of heart cases there. I need you in Sapporo Central City by August 8th.
Why does it need to be the 8th?
Our suspect's out of the country on a business trip until then. We're kicking off the investigation within the hour of their arrival back home.
I see. Very well.
So it's likely this suspect in Sapporo is another monarch, like Alice.
That could be. If so, then I'd have to ask you guys to handle it.
So, we're heading to Sapporo Central in Hokkaido, huh? This'll be quite the little trip for us.
Word of caution? You'll definitely want to avoid any sort of public transportation. You're gonna want to either drive or hoof it.
Why is that?
Why is that?
My thoughts exactly.
You revived the Phantom Thieves to deal with Alice. Any potential monarch will have heard about it. The way they see it, you're a real problem. Especially if you go after their own desires.
They're definitely all on high alert now. They may even try to get rid of us.
There's no way to know who's brainwashed until after they act. What if one of them was the pilot of your plane?
But if we can't fly, how do we get to Sapporo?
Find a car you can use. That'd be safest.
You're not gonna set us up with one?
Sorry, but I've got to keep this investigation top secret. Any aid would just leave a trail back to this deal of ours. Oh, and one more thing. Don't worry about the Alice thing. I'll fill you in once I'm done grilling her. Well, here's to a solved case.
Hey, here.
Zenkichi.
Right. Sorry I called you a monster cat, Kitty.
Oh, you'll be sorry.
Would have been funny if he jumped and clawed his face.
You didn't go crazy. This is real, Zenkichi.
Oh, man. I really love Zenkichi's English voice actor. He really nails his role incredibly well and just sells his character.
Talk about an effing buzzkill.
I mean, Hokkaido? Really? There goes our vacation down the drain.
Ain't this stuff happening all over Japan anyways? Even if we do solve this one, we're just gonna get sent off to some other city.
A traveling venture in cooperation with public security. I admit it doesn't sound all bad. We should stop by Kyoto as well.
Find that silver lining, Inari.
This
Well,
trip
he's
isn't
right,
for
though.
our enjoyment. The case will still be our primary objective.
But it's still summer vacation. Can't we have just a little fun?
Yeah, the 8th is way off from now. We can still do all kinds of shit before then.
Oh, I'd like to experience some regional cuisines.
Yeah, sushi for me.
Phantom road trip time, folks.
Oh dear. We can cut loose after the case is closed.
That being said, we should go over some things before we move on to the trip. First up is Emma. It seems like an ordinary app at first, but now we know that it has a hidden function that can access jails.
It's like the MetaNav, but dangerous.
Yeah, totally the same thing.
To think something like that is being used nationwide, it sends a chill down my spine.
The app itself is fine though, right? I mean, you can just delete it if you want. Plus, all the keyword and friend list functions work fine. If the app just let everybody slip into jails, wouldn't the whole country basically be pure chaos already?
We've all registered as friends on it, but that didn't do anything strange in and of itself.
Where did this app come from anyway?
It's run by a Japanese company called Mediz. They're an international IT firm. We're talking tens of thousands of employees.
That's quite the large-scale operation. With those numbers, they have to be a top-tier international enterprise.
So is this some evil mega corporation making jails or something?
So, like
Can't use
Activision.
Emma the same way Alice did.
Well, maybe that's because we all got pure hearts, or something.
Moron.
I don't think that's how it works.
There's a possibility that Alice had a special version of Emma.
What makes you say that?
Just an idea. I'm grasping at straws over here.
But it is a possibility.
If I got a hold of Alice's phone somehow, I should be able to see if her version of Emma is anything special.
Really? We should ask Inspector Hasagawa if he could confiscate it for us. I'll reach out to him later over it.
Alright, next topic. The jail. Each palace collapsed after the treasure inside was stolen. But the jail is still in Shibuya. Not only that, but the palaces are the manifestations of their rulers' cognitions. But that's not true at all in jails. Humans can have their desires seized from their shadows there.
And that would cause terrible things to occur to them in the real world.
When you put it all together like that, don't it sound even worse than the palaces?
If these other bizarre incidents across Japan are genuine changes of heart, that means there are probably more jails out there.
There could be quite a few of them, considering how impossible it is to report on every incident.
So, we're working with the police to try and clear our names, but is that really enough?
How do you mean?
If the jails are as dangerous as we've seen, then wouldn't it be bad to just leave them alone? If stuff as awful as what happened in Shibuya is happening all over, aren't we the only ones who can stop it?
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Yes, it's our job to save people suffering helplessly.
And give people courage.
That's my Phantom Thieves.
Yeah, you said it. Great speech, Lady On. You've got us all fired up.
If that's the plan, maybe traveling by car will actually work to our advantage.
Right. We might find some more jails on the way to Sapporo.
That works for me. A little bit of a jailbreak spree along the way.
But how do we actually find the other jails?
Well, maybe we can ask Sophia.
Yes?
It'll only take us about 1,000,000 years.
I believe it may be time for the Sophia show.
Ooh, check the super AI.
I can detect any jails in the vicinity by scent.
Wait, a dog?
By scent?
A jail emits a distinct signature. When I enter a jail's range, I can sense it.
Sophia, that is nuts!
Praise accepted.
There is still much we do not understand. But at least we now have a course of action.
Yeah, this is gonna be...
A job for the Phantom Thieves. And a great time for you guys, with you guys.
I am psyched!
All that's left is to secure our transportation.
If this is going to fit all of us, won't it have to be pretty big?
We'll just have to rent something. Oh, who knows what it'll cost us.
Oh, I have a few million.
No object to us. The prize funds for my most recent contest entry have finally come.
Oh, keep your snack money to yourself.
Well, we could a deal with someone in the police. Maybe they'll help pay for our investigation. Nah, no way.
Some pretty big transportation. I'm getting this feeling that Sojiro mentioned something along those lines once.
What do you
Let's go
mean?
ask him.
That's definitely a possibility.
A ride that could fit all of you.
Weren't you talking to someone about big transportation or something the other day?
Oh, you mean the guy I know with the camper? Yeah, he was whining about never having the time to use it, and how it's just collecting dust.
Sojiro, that's it! Please go borrow that camper for us, please.
Does this have anything to do with what you guys are getting blamed for?
Yes.
Then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll give him a call. Sit tight till tomorrow.
Yeah, now there's our chief. So considerate.
But listen up. No getting too wild out there, all right? And are you all set with travel funds and whatnot?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we'd all been saving up for summer vacation.
Once art drove me to rags, but now it has propelled me to riches.
Yeah, we gotcha.
Believe me, I got a few million funds, so I can probably rent a vehicle, but hey, a huge ass RV, that'll work too.
A camper? This is turning into some kind of coming-of-age flick. Wait, are you guys and girls actually gonna sleep in that thing together?
No worries. The boys are all sleeping on the roof.
And we've got Makoto and her fist of justice with us if someone tries anything funny.
Oh, and I'm very handy with an axe.
Yeah.
Please go easy on us, ladies.
These sisters are really doing it for themselves. Fine, whatever you gotta do.
So, about what I asked for.
Ah, right. Alice's phone. Here you go.
Nice scores, Enkichi!
You.
Hey, that's important evidence. No breaking it. Got that?
So, how was Alice anyway?
She was pretty upfront about the whole heart-changing situation. When people registered her as a friend on Emma, she noticed they'd suddenly grow obedient to her. At first, she was just curious what was going on. But she says she got such a thrill from making people do her bidding, she couldn't stop herself.
It began with the friend registration.
Was there anything else?
The only other thing she did was apologize. That's all we got. But it does seem like she was telling me the truth.
So she didn't actually know anything about the jails or desires.
Well, I have to say, I wouldn't have bought one bit of it if you hadn't shown me what you did.
What in the hell?
What's up, Futaba?
What is it? Did you find something?
I thought I'd find some unique aspect to Alice's version of Emma. But nope. This is just the standard commercial version. It hasn't even been tampered with.
So we got nothing out of this?
I didn't say that. I did find traces of some snooping in her phone.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Someone was monitoring Alice's activity, either her smartphone usage in general or her Emma usage specifically.
So someone like
So,
Apple or
like-
Google. So, someone's keeping tabs on her?
And that would mean there is still someone out there involved with this incident.
Do you see anything revealing the monitor's origins?
Somewhere within the country. That's all I get from this.
Getting even that's quite the feat. You're real good, kid.
Never underestimate the techie of the Phantom Thieves.
So someone was tracking Alice. Who could it be?
One thing at a time. This isn't our only case to work. I'm sure we'll find more leads as we investigate the incidents. Well, I'll see you August 8th at Sapporo Central. Don't be late, got it? I'll reach out to you that day with the meetup location. Time to return this phone to its rightful owner.
Okay. Do you have an exact time of when we need to meet? Like 0800, 1300, 1600? I need details here, Senkichi, goddammit!
People in her jail because she was a monarch. Is that about right?
Since it didn't seem to be her version of Emma's doing, that seems correct.
I get where you're coming from, but we still shouldn't jump to conclusions. Like Zenkichi said, there's still plenty to look into.
That's true. If we don't know enough about what's happening, we should gather more intel.
Speaking of which...
You guys still together?
Yeah, what's up, Sojiro?
Then come on outside. Check out your wheels.
Ooh, sounds cool. Let's take a look at our new ride.
Yo.
Well, here are your wheels.
What?
This is the camper?
Whoa!
Whoa, it's like 3 times more badass than I expected.
Beautiful.
This retro design, so simple yet so elegant.
Thanks!
Thanks, Sojiro. It's awesome.
Damn.
Just make sure you don't wreck it. I found the make and model online. This is a Volgard Retro Life. It has 4 beds and a rooftop tent. There are enough power outlets for everyone, as well as cooking appliances for any culinary needs.
Oh.
We couldn't have asked for anything better. That's our chief for you.
Wow.
I love the interior too. Yes, it reminds me of American diners in the 1950s. I hope I can actually drive something this big. It's got its quirks, but I'm sure you'll get used to them real quick, or quick enough. Until then, though, make sure you drive carefully, okay? Well, I guess I can't really park this thing here, can I? I'll go move this to the nearest slot. You go finish your packing. Sounds good to me. Alright, let's disband for now and regroup once we're ready to roll out.
Hey.
Well, good job getting packed up for the trip. Anything else you think we'll need? If so, we better go buy it now. Once we're all set, we should go say our goodbyes to the chief before heading out. Very true. Yo, dude! There's somewhere I want to go before we head out. You should check it out too. I'll wait for you outside, so let me know. Just let me know when you're ready. Okay, sounds good to me. We only just got here, but we won't have time to visit our old hideout our old haunts for a while. Or ever again for the rest of the game. Just saying, once we leave here, there's no coming back to this location. So, make sure you finish taking care of absolutely everything you need to here. Buy all the local items that you can, because, like I said, once you leave, there's no coming back. You hear that, Alice? It's the end for you, wicked witch. Ha! Go get her, Phantom Thieves. Eesh. Talk about heartless.
Hey!
I have a feeling life is going to get a lot rougher for Alice in a bunch of ways. But I know there are people out there who have looked up to her well before she started all of this and lost her way. Those people are going to be so pumped when she makes her comeback. That's why I hope she doesn't just give up on her dreams. Aw. You keep at it too, On. Yeah, I'm really gonna up my game too. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to get all sappy right before we leave and everything. I'm really pumped. I'm really pumped to get to take this trip with everyone. We better make the most of it, right? Ta-da! I bought a whole bunch of games. Yeah, I brought a whole bunch of games. Let's play when we have all of time for it. Ooh, travel game set.
Hey there.
What should we play to kick things off? The game of Stride? Juno? Oh, how about Jenga? While we're moving? Sounds like a challenge. I accept. Driving something as big as an RV is it's a first for me. I admit I'm least bit nervous. But I'm still looking forward to it. I wanted to go on a long trip for some time now. Don't worry, I won't gun it like with Joanna. Looking at you, Haru.
Hey.
You'll see what I mean. We may have to focus our efforts on the case, but I'm still excited for our trip. I'm extra glad I asked for some time off at the company now that all this has come together. I hope we all have a great time. I'm sure we will. Listen, Inari, you only get 500 yen for snacks for now, okay?
Impossible.
What? But rock salt's not a snack, yes? I did not quite need to go into the supermarket, but whatever. Might as well do some shopping.
So you know.
Very well.
Isn't this supposed to be a long excursion, though? I better stock up as best I can. Seriously, though, don't forget to stock up on everything that you can and talk to all your teammates as well.
Yo!
Hey, been waiting for you. Up to grab some ramen right now? He'll be, you know where. Let's celebrate for getting the band back together and setting off on this big trip. And don't worry about time passing upon accepting Ryuji's request. It's not like in Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal where hanging out with your friends will pass time. That doesn't happen here in this game, which is pretty damn awesome. So, let's take you up on your trip.
We did it!
What are we waiting for then? You're gonna go right now? I think you're a little obsessed. Not a problem? Hey, if you're not doing anything, you should come with. I don't know if I want all the calories. Well, I guess I'll come along since Banjo is here. Alright! The Shujin trio is off! Plus Morgana, so it's more of a quadruplet? I don't know. Damn! This shit's the bomb!
That's what I'm talking about!
This is what I'm talking about, dude! No ramen, no life. I disagree, but to each their own. You seem happy. This sure brings me back, though. Banjo, you haven't eaten this for, what, half a year? Must be a happy reunion.
Yeah.
You really love ramen that much. Well, it's good, though. Right? I could eat this forever. Man, eating this reminds me of the original Phantom Thieves back when it was just us three.
Hey.
You mean us four? I was there too, you know. I remember you ate too much and ended up feeling like crap. You were the same way. What's up? Hey, show me the ramen. Sure, here you go. Oh, so this is what ramen is. Looks good, right? Too bad you can't try it. Excuse me. They got extra large ones, too. You won't believe how much stuff they put in. I want to see.
Oh.
Huh? I want to see some extra large ramen. Show her, Ryuji.
For real?
No way! I just had a bowl.
So that's the story.
So, you said you could eat it forever. Do it for Sophia. Ugh. Way to put me on the spot.
Awesome!
Fine, challenge accepted. But I'm taking you guys with me. Hey boss, we'll take 3 extra large bowls over here. What? Seriously? There you go. Ooh. Actually does look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Although I'm not really much into noodles myself, or ramen for that matter. I can't. No more.
Gonna puke.
My stomach feels like it's about to burst.
Good grief.
You guys done with your shenanigans? You see that, Sophia?
Woo!
Thank you. I learned a lot from that. That's good to hear. I need to lie down. You think they have any hammocks here? You enjoyed ramen to the full extent with An and Ryuji. Don't you mean I? But, whatever. Oof, I definitely gained weight after that. Oh man, easy on the road or else it's all coming back up. Dude, aren't you psyched? We get to ride in an actual freaking RV this summer. To be fair, I've never ridden in an RV myself. That actually sounds like a fun experience I would love to experience for myself someday. One of those things that's on my bucket list. One of many, many things, I suppose. Alice's clothing line was interesting. Do you think we'll be able to see it again someday? I doubt it, but you never know. Maybe she'll be able to make a comeback of some kind. Maybe not with a clothing line, but maybe with something else entirely. Anyway, before we head out, let's go ahead and do some more shopping. I'm already maxed down on everything in the store. Interesting.
Hi, that's a pop carrier. Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Carry stop by again.
Okay. By the way, I'm pretty sure at this point we can't head back into Alice's jail anymore. At least for the time being. Even though the jail itself, it should have disappeared, but in actuality it didn't. But even so, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure there isn't anything here in the station square or anything, but it might be worth a look anyway. Who knows? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. Might as well head back to Young and Jaya and get ready to head on out. Get ready to head out to our next big adventure.
Hey.
About to roll out? See you later.
Yo.
Alright, well here, take this with you. Hope it does you some good on this trip. Make sure you make enough for everyone. Ooh, some pork, onions, and rice. Well, time for me to pick up your ride. I'll be right back. You give everyone a call and have them meet you here. Sounds good to me.
You sure you kids gonna be okay on your own?
We'll be fine. I mean, probably.
Take care, boss.
Same to you. Be careful out there.
Thanks. Bye.
See you later. I wonder what kind of class license you need in order to drive an RV of this size.
Yeah. Summer vacation, here we come.
My guess is probably a Class B, at the very least. Might be Class C, but I don't know.
You look unusually serious, Inspector Hasagawa.
Oh, Commissioner Kaburagi. My apologies. I've been short on sleep. I've not been on an undercover case in quite some time.
I wholly understand. Have you liaised with the Phantom Thieves?
Affirmative. I've gained their cooperation. However, proceedings are touch and go. Some of them are also very quick on the uptake. Nevertheless, I guarantee you that I will win them over.
Understood. As expected from someone so dependable.
Well, I still owe you for taking me under your wing. I'm happy to do whatever you require.
Keep at it until you get to the bottom of this case. But do not get too attached to them. At this point, their arrest is an inevitability.
Attached? I haven't been attached to anything in a long time.
So you say. And how's the girl? Go home. At least every so often. Understood?
Ma'am.
I wonder what she meant by that. I don't think she means Alice.
No way she's buying anything about that world. I've got to wring a lead out of them. Don't take it personally, Phantom Thieves. All I want is for this case to be solved. And I'll use you however I have to.
Oh, something's definitely brewing. Whatever it is, I don't like it.
Looks like we're coming up on Tochigi Prefecture. We've come a pretty long way.
Tochigi. Tochigi is famous for the Nikko Toshogu Shrine, dedicated to Tokugawa Ieyasu.
I heard the monkey sculptures there are adorable. I wonder if we'll get to see them.
Ooh, I want strawberries! Let's go strawberry picking!
Apparently, gyoza's pretty big there too. Utsunomi is supposed to be the place for it.
You say gyoza? Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna get some, right?
Let's not forget the ramen.
Of all the things to get excited about.
It's understandable. We could all use some time to unwind every now and then. And besides, we've already discussed it. We could just go straight to Hokkaido, but we decided it would be more worthwhile to check out a variety of places rather than just one.
And there might be jails in other cities besides Shibuya and Sapporo.
Not only that, but the supposed monarch of Sapporo won't even be in town till the 8th. We have the time. There's no reason we shouldn't make use of it.
Let's take our time. We should pace ourselves.
I guess you have a point.
Wait, say we find a jail before then. Does that mean we're sort of hunting for monarchs along the way? Oh, we're taking the Phantom Thieves to a whole new level. This is starting to feel real badass.
Well, if there is a jail, I'm sure Sophia will let us know.
Leave that to me. I should be able to handle it. I think.
You'd think the AI would be a little more sure of herself.
Yeah, seriously, who or what are you?
I'm humanity's companion.
There she goes singing again.
Don't think too hard about it. I'm sure we'll learn more if she sticks around. Isn't that right, Sophia?
That's right, An. Oh, that reminds me, Mako-chan. You've been driving this whole time. Are you doing okay? I have my license too, so I could always drive if you want.
Well, you just got yours, Haru, so I'll try to handle as much of the driving as I can.
Does anyone else have their license? I don't.
Apologies, I do not.
Me neither. I want to get mine soon, though. Do you have one?
Well, yeah, I do. And I've had my license for a long, long time. But according to Joker and his world, unfortunately, he's still unlicensed.
Well, I guess we did just reach driving age.
Sorry, Mako-chan. Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
I won't. Although we might be taking more breaks. I wouldn't want to put any of us at risk.
That's fine by me. We want our Makoto to stay nice and well rested.
So you're going to keep driving, Makoto?
I think so, for the time being.
That sounds difficult. Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, since you asked, do you think you could find a place to stop and rest? I could probably use a break. We can have lunch there, too.
Okay, I'd be happy to. There's a riverbank up ahead that should be perfect.
Lunch by a river, huh? Oh man, this is feeling like a real road trip.
Sounds fun. I wonder.
Yo,
Ooh.
this spot is perfect.
Is this even real? I've only ever seen this kind of place online.
Seriously. And this is the perfect weather for cooking outdoors, too.
Shall we get started then? Boss gave us some ingredients, didn't he?
Oh, this is going to be so nice. Cooking lunch with everyone. Alright, we'll leave the main course to you.
Sounds good to me. And at this point, now we get to learn about cooking. And we now unlock the ability to cook. So, the only thing we can really make at this point in time is LeBlanc curry. Sure, I have the ingredients necessary to make some coffee. But Morgana's like, we should make some curry. Fair enough. So, let's go ahead and take a look. And if you want to learn more about what these different items do, just push the square button to bring up the background. Or drop it. So, let's go ahead and make some curry.
dinner.
Looks pretty good.
I know that smell. That's Sojiro's curry, no doubt. Oh, my stomach. I need...
The rice has been prepared. We're ready whenever.
Oh, it's so good. I could eat this forever.
Indeed. And to be surrounded by nature in all its splendor makes it taste that much better. Is there more?
Sorry, Inari. The great Phantom Thief Futaba just swiped the very last plate.
Last! Fate is cruel.
Come on, don't act so depressed. It's not like it's the end of the world.
I'll make it again. No need to be sad.
You will! Please do.
Anyone wants more? I got more ingredients.
Oh, that was killer. I can't even move.
I'm full too. How about I pour some tea and we can all just relax?
I'm down. Ooh, why don't we roast marshmallows later on too?
Actually, sounds lovely.
Seriously
Some
still thinking
chamomile
about
tea,
food?
some
Love it. There's always room for sweets.
All right, we'll finish our break with some tea and sweets, then get going.
Sounds good to me. Everyone enjoyed their lunch. Speaking of lunch, I know I didn't eat any myself. Only thing I had was a snack. That was before the stream began.
I feel like we've been on the road for a while. Where are we now?
We'll be entering Sendai soon.
We made a lot of stops, but no sign of any jails, huh?
Well, I'm definitely feeling a little more relaxed now. I wouldn't want those things popping up everywhere. Also, it's getting kind of dark. How about we call it a day?
Yes, we should decide where we want to stay for tonight.
Shouldn't we eat first? What's good in Sendai?
As far as local delicacies go, there's always beef tongue. There's plenty of specialty shops around.
Nonsense. Delicious as that sounds, we must go to Mount Aoba Park and see the remains of Sendai Castle. They house a statue of the late Lord Date Masamune. I'd very much like to see the one-eyed dragon for myself.
I want to take a bath first. I'm not sleeping in the camper all sweaty and sticky.
Jeez, we're all over the place on this one.
Well, what should we do?
How about we do it all?
This is where I come in.
How so?
Searching. Overnight parking lots, beef tongue, Date Masamune, and nearby bathhouses. Leave it to me. I'll find the most efficient route to everything you've suggested.
Wow, you can do all that, Sophia?
It's nothing special. I'm just doing a wide search and lining up our destinations. We should first head to the parking lot at Mount Alba Park. Then we can walk to the statue of Masamune. Huh?
What's up, Sophia?
What's up?
The smell. There might be a jail here.
Really?
Whoa, for real? You can really tell just off that, huh?
Are you sure, Sophia? I think so. I can't pinpoint it yet, and that may be because of the distance. But this feels the same as Shibuya.
Really? Well, let's check it out.
All right then, we're heading to Sendai. We shouldn't be too much longer.
Well then, guess our next stop is Sendai. And don't worry, we are not going to die.
Well, Sophia, can you smell the jail?
Yes, I'm sure of it. There's a jail somewhere in this city.
So there really are more jails besides the one in Shibuya?
If there's a jail, then something rotten's going on around town.
You're right. We'll need to look into that first.
And how are we supposed to do that? Sendai's a pretty big city, after all.
We could check some more of the popular sightseeing spots. We might hear something if there's people around.
Great thinking. And what's more, we're right here in Mount Aoba Park, home to the statue of Lord Masamune.
Dude, you can check out the statue tomorrow! I'm starving!
Excuse me? There's no guarantee the statue will still be here come sunrise. A trip is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Once you've set a plan, you must act on it without delay.
There he goes. I'll never understand that logic of his.
Me either.
By the way, Mako-chan,
Did you find out if it's okay for us to sleep in the car tonight? Yes, I actually just got confirmation. At least we won't have to worry about finding a place to sleep. And it looks like there are lots of sightseers here, so we should have plenty of chances to ask around.
Should we check out the statue? It's only a short walk from here, right?
It's close. Very close.
Then let us depart. Lord Masamune awaits.
Okay, let's hop, skip, and then jump over to Lord Masamune statue. But before we head on over there, there are definitely a few places I want to check out beforehand. So, this is Mount Alba Park. I like it. A nice, refined little place. It's even got a shrine. Alright, let's go check out Date Masamune's statue. It's supposed to be near here. That we will. But first, let's do a little bit of shopping.
Let's go.
Okay, never mind. I guess we can't do any shopping right now. Well, that stinks. Whatever. Off to the statue it is. That doesn't look right.
So this is it! This is that Masamune statue Inari was going on and on about. He looks so cool. I bet he'd be cutting down shadows left and right if he were in a jail with us.
Such remarkable craftsmanship. It's truly the one-eyed dragon in all his glory.
How majestic! So cool!
Indeed. I should have expected as much from such an icon. We must come back during the day and...
The hell? What's all this about?
Prince of Nightmares, Volume 1. 20th reissue celebration? Reissue celebration? So they're promoting a book? I doubt they got permission to do this. Maybe it's some kind of prank.
What a reprehensible miscreant, putting up such tasteless flyers for their own gain.
Let's take them down.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Maybe we should repost them elsewhere.
That's better.
Much better.
You happy, Yusuke?
Yes, now that I've seen the great Masamune, my apologies for taking so much of everyone's time. Let's move on.
Alright, that's one item off the list. Next up, Beef Tongue City.
Let's see if these local flavors are enough to impress a sophisticated palate like mine. Oh, sorry. It might be hard to get in if we bring a cat along. What?
Don't worry, we'll bring some to you. At least, I hope everyone remembers to do so. Anywho, meanwhile at Sendai...
Holy shit! Is this for real? This meat is so thick, so soft. Damn, that's good.
Ryuji, cut it out! You're spitting all over me!
I think Yusuke's crying over here.
I don't even want to know what his regular diet is like if this is enough to make him cry. Either way, food's delicious.
Hey, let me have some too.
I swear, you are the noisiest cat on the planet. Ask him to split some with you.
You can share, Ryuji.
Sorry, can't. Want to, can't.
Don't be such a pig. I'm hungry too, you know.
Not so loud, you idiot.
Is that a cat I hear?
Oh boy, that's not good.
Shit.
Hey there.
Hearing things? I could have sworn I heard a cat.
Oh, nope. Not a real cat, at least. We were just practicing our cat sounds. Right, Ryuji?
Meow?
It's just like the real thing.
Oh, come on. You're not fooling anyone. Sounds to me like he's in the bag of the gentleman with the glasses. Oh, that's sweet. Are you going to share? You and your cat should partake in the finest beef tongue this restaurant has to offer.
What? Jay, not so loud.
Oops. Sorry. You're right. If you get thrown out, then no more beef tongue. By the way, is this your first time having Sendai beef tongue? I should tell you, the oxtail soup's to die for. Did you know oxtail soup is packed with collagen? A lot of people seem to think it's good for your skin. They say it's not as effective when ingested, but there's a fair number of reports that suggest otherwise. Human cognition can be quite misleading. You may think you feel a change when none has occurred. This is the placebo effect, and...
Yo, dude, she's just going on and on.
Does she even notice us talking right now?
This overwhelming onslaught of pointless info. We got ourselves a nerd, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, speak for yourself.
Sorry about, the bag thing.
Huh? What? Oh, you mean the cat? Don't worry. I won't tell the staff or anything. By the way, are you all students?
We're in high school.
I see. So you'll be taking your college entrance exam soon. Decided on a university yet? Oh, forgive me. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Kuani Chinose. I work as a researcher over at Toho University. Hey, you guys should come check out the campus. It's way up in the mountains, but it's a lot of fun. Lots of bears this season, too.
Ooh, sounds a lot like Maine.
Oh, we kind of got something going on already, so we don't exactly got the time.
I see. Yes, well, it's important that you do what you want while you're still young. Allow me to impart a little treat till next we meet.
Thanks for the candy.
Sure.
Well then, I've had my fill of beef tongue, so it's probably best if I get going. Farewell, young ones!
See you later, Ichinose. Till we meet again. She seems nice.
So, she was weirdly energetic, huh?
Well, thankfully we avoided getting in trouble. We should be grateful she didn't tell on us.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Nah, I got carried away too.
Sorry, Mona-chan. We'll buy you some sasa kamaboko later.
You mean the fish cake on the skewers with that nice layer of char on top? Oh, I can't wait!
Nice! Oh my gosh!
Oh, his latest work was just perfect. I was up all night reading it 2 nights in a row, if you can believe that. Speaking of which, I read in a magazine that he's going to be at the station today. There's no way I'm missing that.
Wonder what they're talking about over there.
And quietly this time.
Yes, ma'am.
The beef tongue was amazing. I never had beef tongue myself, although I am like the pickiest eater on the face of the earth. If anything, I'd probably try and then puke up my guts.
Whew, I'm stuffed.
How you can eat 5 bowls of rice is beyond me. Is your stomach a black hole or something?
Look, if they're offering free refills, then you can bet I'm ordering them.
Indeed. You can eat the first bowl and focus exclusively on the glistening of the meat. Then the aroma on the next, and so on.
Pretty sure that's just you.
Well, I will say the food here certainly is delicious.
Yeah! Good job, Sophia.
It was, as they say, a piece of cake.
Guess we should leave where we eat up to Sophia now, huh? What's going on over there?
Natsume-san, your latest issue was just amazing as always!
Natsumi-san, over here! Can you please sign my copy?
Thank you for all your support. Whoa, hold on now. Only 1 autograph per person, please. Oh, my apologies, but could the men please go to the back of the line? Ladies first, you see.
Who the hell's that?
He looks pretty popular. I heard that woman say latest book. Does that mean he's a writer?
No, he's an illustrator.
Oh.
Of course he's a writer.
Are you looking for an autograph
fool.
as well? Or perhaps a handshake?
Huh?
Oh, how terribly rude of me to keep such lovely fans waiting. Please, accept this as a token of my apology, yes? Don't worry, I've already signed it.
Okay.
Listen, we were just passing by.
Ah, is that so? It seems I got a little ahead of myself.
Prince of Nightmares by Ongo Natsume.
Yours truly, Ongo Natsume. It's a pleasure.
Prince of Nightmares. That's the name from those flyers on the Masamune statue.
My flyers on Masamune's statue? Ah, I think I know what happened. That's most likely the work of some of my more zealous fans. I appreciate them promoting my work, but it appears they went overboard somewhat. Honestly, they can be a real handful sometimes. Allow me to apologize on their behalf. In exchange, allow me to offer you a kiss.
Jesus, dude. Back off.
You're making her uncomfortable?
Seriously, get the hell away from her.
And who are you supposed to be? I believe I was addressing these lovely young ladies here. I thank you not to interrupt.
Sorry, but they're with us. Got a problem, you can always talk to me.
Do you seriously think you can get away with speaking to me like that?
Try me, asshole.
My, this one's got some backbone, doesn't he?
Mr. Natsume, we need to get moving soon.
Well then, it seems I must be going. I've a magazine interview to get to. To all those who have read my book, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Natsume! I love you! Oh, he's just so dreamy. I'll have to buy 10 more copies tomorrow to show him just how much I care.
Who was that man?
I don't know if
Self-righteous
he was a
prick,
big
that's
shot or
what he
whatever.
was.
Sure was pissing me off.
He was a strange one for sure. But the people around him seemed really happy. Why was that?
Probably because they're a bunch of weirdos.
You're not wrong.
He wasn't at all deserving of such praise, even in the form of flattery.
Are you alright, Haru? I was just a little surprised is all.
How did a jerk like him get so popular? Ugh, doesn't make any sense.
There might be something else going on here. He could even be changing people's hearts.
That is a real possibility.
He's the monarch of the Sendai jail?
It's just one possibility.
No, I think you might be onto something. If he's the monarch, then everything else totally makes sense.
Well, we gotta gather some intel first before we can say for sure that he really is the monarch. After all, he could just be a self-righteous asshole and the monarch could be someone else, but who knows?
Perf, I got my laptop back at the RV. Should be able to dig something up from there.
Ongo Natsumune, or Natsume. God, I cannot read Japanese names worth a damn. We might not have any evidence on him being a monarch yet, but he sure is fishy. Let's get back to the camper. We should work out how we want to gather intel from him. Then we can go from there. Sounds like a plan to me. And even if we wanted to do some shopping, I don't think we'd be allowed to do so. Case in point. Thanks, Mona. Like telling me to go to flip the bed. Jeez, let me do what I want, you stupid cat. Just kidding, he's the best cat.
Alright, let's go over what we know so far. Sophia, you can confirm there's a jail here, correct?
The smell got a lot stronger once we entered the city. So yes, I'm sure of it.
And the man we met earlier, his name was Ongo Natsume?
I just did a quick search on him. Here's what came up. Ongo Natsume, grandson to renowned writer Sogo Natsume. Currently a successful light novel author. Says the guy kicked off his career with his debut work, Prince of Nightmares, which won the grand prize in the Sokaisha Awards. This thing's selling stupidly well. It sold 1 million copies alone.
1 million? That's kinda nuts, right?
Yeah, considering it's a book. But nowadays, it's not really considered anything special.
Are you kidding? It's a borderline miracle. Debuts almost never hit numbers like that, even the really good ones.
I checked social media, and, well, this whole thing is kind of bizarre.
Natsume's fans are probably going on some kind of rampage, right? There's a rumor that some people got beat within an inch of their lives, just because they were sort of dressed like Natsume's characters.
Right.
Really?
The worst part is that no one stepped in to stop them. In fact, the attackers were praised for what they did.
They're likely the same kinds of people who defile Masamune's statue with flyers. They clearly lack self-restraint.
The fans at the station seemed really passionate too. It was almost like they were part of a cult.
I'm checking some of the online forums. It looks like there's about 100 threads created about this dude almost every day. And they're all positive. Not only that, but all of these IP addresses are from Sendai.
That's crazy suspicious. This is definitely our guy then, right?
You can't be too sure.
That's true. We haven't determined his abilities as a writer yet.
If he really is just some freakishly talented writer, then the jail here has nothing to do with him. And he earned all that praise, right?
But there's still a chance he's our monarch too, ain't there?
That's what we're gonna find out. Tomorrow, we'll go into town and see what intel we can dig up. If he's the monarch, then there's a good chance we'll run into some victims who've had their hearts changed, just like in Shibuya.
Oh yeah, we should probably let Inspector Gramps know too, huh?
Good idea. He might be able to give us some other clues too.
Okay, well, I guess we should all probably hit the hay. We've got a busy day tomorrow.
Couldn't agree more.
So... why the hell are we sleeping up top? Might as well be sleeping outside. Ain't it gonna be cramped?
There's nothing we can do. There isn't enough room in the car. Besides, it's not as bad as you say. Back when there were more students at the atelier, it was quite normal for us to sleep huddled together due to lack of space.
Man, you always keep cool in the weirdest possible way. You know that? Come on, guys, are we really just gonna call it a night? Shouldn't we, like, all be playing cards till super late or stargazing or something? Ain't that the kind of shit we're supposed to do on a big trip like this?
Let's just go with it.
Sure, whatever. But, I mean, come on, dude. Something ain't right here.
Forget it, Ryuji. We're up early tomorrow anyway, so you'd better get some rest.
Man, it's gonna be hot as hell with 3 of us and Morgana, ain't it?
Very true. That fur certainly won't help things either.
Oh, what do you want from me? I can't help that I'm a cat. Not that I'm actually a cat, though.
Guys, shut up.
Shit. Sorry.
We decided to turn in for the night. Which, funny enough, that sounds a lot like me before I got my CPAP. Just saying it. I am one of those people who sleep talks. Well, better than sleepwalking.
Wrong. Not like that. Like this. This.
I fell asleep to the sound of everyone's peaceful breathing. Surprised that Lavenza didn't summon us this evening. But, I guess that's a good thing? Who knows?
Awesome!
Alright, made it to Sendai Station. Let's score us some leads on this smug bastard.
Aww.
Sheesh, take it down a notch, dude. You're bouncier than a grade schooler on summer vacation. Are you alright, Futaba? Are you not a morning person? I didn't sleep much last night. I can't get comfy without my usual pillow. Well, it was our first night sleeping in the RV, so I suppose it's no surprise. You'll get used to it over time, I'm sure. The station is really... The station is really busy for a weekday. Maybe because everyone's out of school. The shopping arcade is only a short walk away. The Tabata Festival decorations are apparently a popular attraction for sightseers. Oh, I see. Sendai's Tanabata Festival is coming up soon. I probably butchered that pronunciation, and if I did, I apologize. I also apologize if I look like I'm being Thanos snapped out of existence. Like, boop. Let me see if I can fix that before we continue. It's just due to the power of the sun. It is a bit overwhelming, to say the least. Yep, that's better. At least for the time being. How much better? A bit bit better. Anyway, seems there's plenty of shops to draw a crowd. Perhaps we should try asking over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the same thing we did with Alice. Let's meet up again once we found something. Alright, time to gather us some intel. That shouldn't be too hard to do. All we gotta do is talk to the right people, fill up the gauge, and we'll be good to go. What's kind of funny is that we'll only be doing this one more time after this, which is kind of weird. We only do this for like half of the game. Why? Who knows? What a crowd. I wonder what's going on. It feels a bit off, I guess. I have to agree with you there. Hello there!
Take a look.
Huh. For whatever reason, we can't buy any more Hotspot Sendai. I guess you can only buy one in the entire game. Who knows? Then again, maybe they're sold elsewhere, and once you buy them from one store, you can't buy them from another? Well, whatever. Not a big deal. Not gonna worry about it. We'll just start shopping elsewhere. This is where we came for beef tongue. We'll have to come back one day. Welcome! By the way, if you happen to have the money, always try to buy any recipes that these places have for sale. And once you acquire the recipe, then you don't need to worry about buying it again for the remainder of your playthrough or any future playthroughs. Because you can only buy one. You'll also get some special dialogue too upon buying the recipe. So that's something worth mentioning.
Wait, please hold on.
It may look like we can walk a major distance around here, but we're only able to walk in a confined area, so keep that in mind. I need to buy every last one, then maybe Agna will finally notice me. If I don't hurry, I'll miss this book signing.
What did you say?
Natsume is doing a book signing? Search complete. Natsume will be holding a book signing nearby, and it's happening very soon.
Really?
Wait, is that why they're all here? The bookstore's in a mall named Porto. The event starts in 1 hour. See. Alright, Banjo. Let's come back here when we're done collecting rumors. And that already filled it up to 27%. Interesting. Still got quite a bit of investigating to do here. But it is going to take a little bit of time, and this is unfortunately one of those instances where I really miss being able to run in the overworld. Like, come on, man. This is slow. Like, crazy slow. Why? Why do this to me, my honey pie? We swore our love to each other here. You told me how special I was to you. So why? What did I do wrong? What do you mean? Unfortunately, it looks like we won't be getting any more details out of him. Which kind of sucks, but... well, whatever's going on, it doesn't sound too good. Sounds like he went through a major breakup, but for what reason? I have no idea. Might as well get rid of some personas that I have in my possession. So goodbye, Pixie, and you're gone too. What you got, Ryuji? Check out these things hanging from the ceilings. They look like aliens. They are apparently called streamers in Sendai. They're known for being toppled with a large ball called a Ushidama. Now that I think about it, isn't Tanabata celebrated in July?
Yes.
It looks like Tanabata is observed using the old lunar calendar, so the festival is held a month later in August. Huh. I didn't know if I follow you, but whatever. August rules. It really does. But unfortunately, it's also the hottest month of the year. So take it as you will. Kinda crowded here, huh? Like even more than Shibuya. Asking around's gonna be a pain. Not really. Thankfully, we can just phase through every single character model here. Speaking of character models, a lot of them are cloned. My guess is to save on resources, and again, I've heard of reusing art assets and making the most out of them, but Jesus. It's like attacking the clones here. Kind of disturbing now that you think about it. Ugh, this sucks! Find something out? Is something wrong? Oh, Banjo. I was wandering around the shopping area here, and now I've got sweets on the brain with all these dessert shops and food stands around. The temptation's the worst! I almost folded when I saw a piece of, forgive me if I butcher this pronunciation, Golden ice cream that also sells chocolate bananas. Alright, sorry about that. I should get back to asking around about Natsume. I've heard his name come up every so often, but it's never been about his books, just about how many people idolized him. It's kind of weird. As if it was a cult or something that's being established here due to the success of this place. What you got for us, good sir? Oh, you want to know about Agano Natsume? You and the rest of society. Everyone's talking about him lately, and it makes me sick. Pretentious prick like that are always hiding something. I heard business has been good lately thanks to all the Natsume's gift merch. People need to wake up. There are plenty of other good authors out there. That sounds rather peculiar. Definitely doesn't sound trollish if you catch my drift. Now then, let's keep exploring and see... Huh? Agano Natsume? Of course I know him. He seems to like our products. A lot of his fans give them to him as a gift. They sell like hotcakes, I tell ya, and it's all thanks to Natsume. But just between you and me, I'm honestly kind of worried about how much money the fans are spending on all this stuff. That's not unlike what's happening with the Alice. She had fans pouring in abnormal amounts of money too. Can you care to buy something? Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I'll just buy one of these and one of these. And by the way, I think you can only get one of these per playthrough. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's only one per playthrough. After that, you can't buy any more. Okay. Guess we've already explored enough of that. Look, Banjo. The general store over there is usually packed with female customers. Perhaps it's just my imagination, but their eyes seem hollow. Well, you're most likely not wrong there.
Take again. Here you are. Come again.
Hey. Before we speak to Haru and Futaba, let's see what else we got on offer here. What's going on over here? Look at this! Bookworm deleted her social media account. Or Bookwyvern, whatever. Isn't Bookwyvern the author you really like? She's been pulling out quite a lot of work lately. Maybe she got depressed. Her last post did mention how she's tired of trying to make her voice heard in a vacuum. Do you think Agano Natsume is the cause? Have you read Agano's book? The story and the dialogue, it's so similar to what Bookwyvern would do. Hey, be careful. We're talking about Sago Natsume's grandson here. You'll get flamed if you talk about him carelessly. Oh dear. Hey, did you hear that? She seems suspicious of Agano Natsume stealing other people's work. I wonder if it's true or just a rumor. Well, that completes the investigation. That was quick.
Alright.
We got plenty of intel now. I'd say it's safe to call it quits. Remember, Natsume's autograph session will be heard about. This is our chance to see him in person. Let's do some first-party reconnaissance. I'm not done with sightseeing just yet, though.
Alright then.
I get that. Once you're ready, let's head over to the signing. I still want to do some shopping, and I want to talk to the rest of my teammates and see what they have to say.
Well, hello. We recommend that. Thank you, Bear. So that's what you can you hold? So that's what you can you hold?
By the way, for whatever reason, the coffee beans, you don't really get to buy all that many. You can only buy one every once in a while. Why that is, I really don't know. And when you can buy one, definitely do so. And it's well worth the money. Okay, gimme. I'll take everything that you have. Alright, what do you have to say, Haru? Oh, hello. I've been asking around the shops here. Apparently, Sendai's in the middle of Natsume fever. Apparently, it's even affecting some of the shop staff. I overheard some complaints that it's getting bad for business. People no call, no showing, or even ditching their shifts partway through to pick up more copies of Natsume's book.
Could it be?
Could their hearts have been changed? Oh, I nearly forgot. When I told one of the local restaurant owners that I was on a trip with my friends, he gave me this. It's a hamburger from a local chain using only local ingredients. They say it's very good. Ooh, thanks. I hope Okubara Foods can be a good representative of regional flavors as well one day. I'm sure it can, especially with you in charge. The store owners were real surprised to learn who Haru's family is. At first they were all stiff and nervous, but Haru's too warm for anyone to keep that up for long. She had them signing or singing in no time. It was crazy seeing how people treated upper class, let alone Haru's ability to get them to stop. She's so amazing. I definitely agree with you there. Although, Haru just has that aura about her that you can approach her regardless of your status. Just saying, she's just that kind of person. At least in my personal opinion. You have anything to say?
Welcome.
I don't think you do. Well then, that's
Welcome
fine.
to the Velvet Room. May luck be on your side.
If you're wondering if I'm going to be enhancing any of my personas who I have not maxed out yet, I will once I get my hands on more persona points, but as I mentioned in the previous session, raising persona points for any powerful persona requires a metric shit ton of them. Like in the millions just to max out one stat. In that instance, it's better to use incenses instead. Just saying. Also, we can't go back to the park for whatever reason, but we can fast travel between the arcade and Sendai Station. Even though it takes place in the exact same location, but whatever, I digress. Alright, time to head to the book signing and see how this is all gonna go down. Only one way to find out.
That smug bastard's being promoted all over the place. Like I'm going insane.
That's quite a crowd for a book signing.
Oh, there's so many people. I think I'm gonna throw up. Is he gonna give out his keyword for Emma and change everyone's hearts like Alice did? We should keep an eye on him for now.
Natsume-san, I just wanted to say thank you for putting out such wonderful work all the time. I was so touched by your book. I ended up buying 50 copies.
Jesus!
Yeah, well, I bought 100. Some to read, some to collect, some to give out, some to...
My goodness. Thank you. I'm flattered.
These people are insane!
Somehow gives me hope. Courage to keep going. I won't rest until each and every one of my friends knows about your book.
Well, I have said that I want my book to reach as many people as possible. I can't help but feel guilty, though. Be sure you don't overdo it.
No, it's okay. I'm helping you because I want to.
I heard the reason he started writing novels was for this poor girl who's bedridden in the hospital. Supposedly, he wanted her to keep fighting so she could one day see him finish his novel.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. He's just so compassionate. It's like he's a saint.
Are you sure about that?
Story alone's enough to make me cry. I guess even real life is like a novel sometimes. We have to tell the whole world about Ango Natsume's good deeds.
The book signing concluded and Natsume and his fans left. Good.
I'd expected as much, but he's really popular.
Do you think that bit about the girl in the hospital is for real?
Dude didn't seem like the type, if you ask me.
I don't think Natsume said anything resembling a keyword.
Could it be because he really isn't a monarch? Or perhaps he's just being careful. If he is the monarch, maybe everyone here's already had their hearts changed.
Meaning he wouldn't need to give out his keyword. Hey, Inari, what's that you've been reading?
Ango Natsume's novel, Prince of Nightmares.
Wait, you bought a copy?
You actually bought that thing?
Can I read it when you're done?
Yes, I suppose that's fine. I was just curious as to whether or not the book was truly deserving of the fervent praise it's received.
Well, how is it? Is it good?
How should I put it? For any creative work, one should be able to feel some sense of its creator's passion. No matter how crude or unrefined the work may be, there should always be some sort of spark present to those engaging with it.
What's kind of funny is that what Yusuke said right there is absolutely true. I mean, I feel that myself when it comes to seeing different artists and how they approach drawing different things. It's quite fascinating. I mean, it's one of those inspirational things that inspired me to pick up a pen and brush, if you catch my drift. Well, more or less. It's like picking up a mouse and learning how to draw for the first time. Just saying.
I'm not terribly well versed in the literary arts, but I feel nothing when reading this book. The sentences are formed well enough, but what's here is shockingly hollow. It's as if these words have been taken from someone else and given the most bare minimum coat of paint possible.
Let me see.
Ooh, sounds like plagiarism.
This line here is lifted from an anime from 2 years ago. The words got changed a bit, but that's definitely it. Snivy. I think I've seen this one before too. And this one. Sheesh. This one too. Wait. Is this whole book just a bunch of stuff he ripped off and strung together? If the original writers, or worse, their fans, ever saw this, there'd be a frickin' riot online.
I can't possibly fathom how such a fraudulent piece of work garnered this much praise. That is, unless the fans had their desires stolen.
There's no mistaking it then.
With all that we know now, it's safe to say there's definitely something going on here.
If only we knew the keyword, we can investigate the jail for ourselves.
Think we should ask some of his fans? They've all had their desires taken, right?
If this is anything like the situation in Shibuya, I doubt they'll tell us anything.
Excuse me.
Guess we're kinda stuck then. Have we heard anything from Gramps yet?
He said he'd be here by tonight. Maybe he learned something.
Alright then. I guess we should go ahead and wait for Inspector Hasagawa then.
We could also just blindly guess. That could probably work. What's up, Yusuke?
Why do you think Natsume wrote this novel?
I have no clue, to be honest.
In all honesty, I'm not sure myself. No matter how much praise your work receives, if it was built on the backs of others, then you cannot truly call that praise your own. Those compliments will surely ring empty. Anyone in the arts should know this. That is why I don't understand. What was he thinking when he wrote this novel?
What are you two doing? Let's get going.
My apologies. It wasn't my intention to hold you up. Let's be off.
Sure. Maybe we can continue talking about this along the way. Maybe we'll be able to dig up some dirt as we continue our conversation. Or we could just cut to a black screen and just never speak of this again. That works too.
Pretty nice ride you've got here.
Thanks, Gramps.
But I gotta say, I didn't expect Sendai to be on the agenda. How'd you know there was a jail here?
Well, about that.
I smelled it.
Way to be right on the nose.
You smelled it?
Anyways, have you learned anything new?
Yes. Ango Natsume, right? Yeah, he's suspicious all right. His book's been selling like crazy, but only here in Sendai. Most of the other stuff I've heard lines up with what you guys told me. Anyhow, I did some asking around, and here's what I found. Apparently, everyone in Natsume's little fan club becomes friends with him through Emma.
Whoa.
And once that happens, they start buying his book any and every chance they get. Some even go into debt because of it.
Oh,
Any of
geez.
this sound familiar?
Oh,
Like
yes.
what happened with Alice.
He might have different methods from Alice Hiragi, but I'm almost certain Natsume's using the same power.
Well, in that case, we really need to get our hands on his keyword.
Can't we just nab the shithead and make him cough it up?
Ugh, do that? And I would have to arrest you for assault. You can ramble on about jails all you want. Best case scenario is you getting dragged off to a mental institution.
Ah, right.
Well, we're Phantom Thieves, so going at it directly's not preferred anyway.
Do that.
There goes Beauty Thief. Always trying to be elegant and subtle and stuff.
Beauty what?
She's talking about Haru.
My name is Beauty Thief.
I see.
There, Haru.
She's really calling herself that?
Getting back on track, we gotta think of a way to get that keyword.
That's where I come in. You better thank me for this later.
Or what?
Natsume's holding a party tonight in celebration of Prince of Nightmares passing over 1 million in sales. And I just happen to have enough invitations for all of you. Which means...
We're crashing a party?
I guess so.
Hey, that sounds fun as hell, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, this is our chance.
Right. And if it's invite only, there's a chance security will be light as well.
So, what do you think? Glad we struck a deal?
You did pretty good, Gramps.
Yeah, nice one, Gramps.
Nice work,
I
Gramps.
must admit, I'm seeing you in a whole new light, Gramps.
Yeah, you really came through, Gramps.
I knew we could count on you, Gramps-son.
Come on, guys. At least call me by my name.
Don't feel bad, Gramps.
Good old Grandpa Zenkichi. One of the best dads out
Thank you all
there.
very much for coming today. This is just a small token of my appreciation. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoy yourselves.
Congratulations, Mr. Natsume. Truly.
It's all thanks to everyone working so hard to push sales. All I did was write.
Oh, you're too modest.
It really is impressive how well you've done, considering the amount of competition there is these days. But I know we tried to promote you early on as the grandson of renowned writer Sogo Natsume, but I never would have expected you to perform this well.
The praise you've received is due entirely to your talent, Mr. Natsume. You're a shining star to readers and authors alike.
My talent, you say? Well now, I wouldn't go as far as to say that. The words on the page matter little. If there's something worth talking about, the people will always flock to it. From there, all one needs to do is craft a little story into it. And voila! For example, take that origin story about how I started writing because of some poor girl in the hospital.
Pardon my asking, but is that story really true, Mr. Natsume?
I'm afraid that's my little secret. Truth, fiction. Does anyone really care? You might recall Ichiryu Matarame's confession on TV not too long ago. Surely you remember. His signature piece. What was the name of it?
Oh, do you mean the Sayuri?
Ah, yes, that's it. The Sayuri. That piece was certainly lauded as the pinnacle of beauty at the time. But if you ask me, the only place it belongs now is the trash.
Oh, sweet merciful Jesus. That dick.
How rude!
Exactly.
He has no idea what was put into that painting. Who does he think he is?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yusuke, I know how you feel, but...
I'm alright.
Are you sure, buddy?
I have a favor to ask. Would you mind if I handled this one? I promise I'll get the keyword from him.
But...
Go for it, Yusuke.
There's a good chance he remembers your faces from the other day. However, I was toward the back of the crowd, so there's a good chance he won't recognize me.
We'll leave it to you. Do us the honor, my friend.
Right.
Give him a good punch in the frickin' nuts for us.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'll be off then.
This is also my favorite moment in the entire game for
I'm a
Yusuke.
big fan of yours, Natsume-san.
Who are you?
Forgive me. I was hoping I might trouble you for an autograph.
Hey, Mr. Natsume is a busy man. You can trouble him later.
Come now. I'm sure one autograph won't hurt.
You mean it? My thanks, Natsume-san. You're too kind.
Funny how Yusuke's a better actor than On. Just saying.
To receive an autograph from the great Ongo Natsume himself. This honor is truly more than I deserve.
Nonsense. Don't sell yourself short. It's readers like you who allow authors like me to keep writing.
I see. That's a wonderful way to look at it. Oh, right. Do you by any chance use Emma, Natsume-san?
Of course. With how convenient it is, how could I not?
If you don't mind, could you please add me to your friends list? It would be a privilege to be closer to one I respect so greatly.
Not at all. My fans and readers mean the world to me. The keyword is Prince of Nightmares.
Thank you
There
very
we go.
much. Expect a request from me sometime soon. Now, there is one more thing. I overheard you and your entourage mention the Sayuri earlier. If I'm not mistaken, you said it should be thrown out with the trash, as though it were some cheap attempt.
Ah, so you heard that, did you? Is that what I said? Well, I take it someone of your taste agrees with me. In the end, that painting only held value because of whose name was attached to it. Madarame had it.
The Sayuri was painted by my mother. This may be unprofessional of me, but professionalism be damned. My mother painted the Sayuri at the cost of her own life. It is her final masterpiece. That painting was crafted with a love that simply cannot be found anywhere else. Don't you dare lump it in with that soulless drivel you cobbled together from authors far more talented than you.
You can't.
I merely spoke the truth. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Now that was the sickest burn I've ever seen from Yusuke. You sure he ain't a fire user? I mean, sweet merciful Jesus. Those were some seriously hot flames. Natsume's gonna be needing a burn heal for that one.
What the hell does he know? Yeah, it's all right, Mr. Natsume. He's just looking to blame you for something because he's jealous of your genius. Don't let him get to you.
Uh-huh, sure, buddy.
No matter. He'll come around just like the rest.
Who knows? Perhaps he's one of the special ones in which he doesn't and he actually has a brain.
My apologies. I couldn't hold myself back. I suppose I still have much to learn.
Dude, don't sweat it. Everything worked out. We got the keywords, so we're all good.
Yeah, you did great. I was actually pretty impressed with how you stood up to him.
Well, I can't say my assessment of his book was entirely correct. Whatever someone feels from a work of art, no matter what that work may be, ultimately comes down to the individual.
Yeah, well, for what it's worth, we all loved seeing you stick it to that creepy Nari. In any case, we've got the keyword now. All that's left is to find our entry point.
Sendai Station would be a good place to look.
How come?
The smell isn't as strong there. The security's probably more lax. The station should be a safe point of entry, just like in Shibuya.
So I guess we're doing it then.
Yeah, we've got everything we need. Tomorrow, that jail's getting a visit from the Phantom Thieves. Oh yeah.
Sounds good to me. What's up, Sophie?
There's something I wanted to ask you. Yusuke might have been acting calm just now, but he seemed rather sad. Why was that?
It's complicated to explain, but honestly, I think it's because he's an artist too, and he knows exactly what Natsume's going through.
Oh, I see. So when someone disrespects something important to you, it makes you more sad than angry.
It's possible, but I honestly think it depends on the person.
At the very least, Yusuke seemed to feel that way. I think I'm starting to understand him a little better now. Thank you for explaining that to me.
You're welcome. Anytime, Sophie. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Went back to the RV and got some rest. Speaking of Lavenza...
I've been waiting for you. The desires in this place have been stolen as well. The voices of countless hearts are stirring about. At the same time, I can feel the threat of the calamity is only growing stronger. I have called you here to deliver important news. The bonds you have forged will now impart an even greater power to your personas. This new power, it seems it was born from a connection you've made during your travels. This will become the sustenance that will further nurture your potential. Cherish it dearly.
I'll do just that. Thank you.
I admit I'm somewhat jealous. There is no doubt that they will give you the strength needed to cut through fate. May luck be on your side.
Thank you, Lavenza. At this point, I think you unlock the ability to infuse more personas. That or you gain additional slots. Not too sure.
I'm so tired.
Snap out of it, Ryuji. We're about to head in.
I know. I was so excited last night I couldn't sleep.
What, you think it's Christmas morning or something?
Any idea how big this place is? Can you tell, Sophia?
Based on the smell, I'd say it covers nearly all of Sendai.
That's
Whoa.
quite big.
Considering what's happening throughout the city, the scale makes sense. But that's all coming to an end.
Well, time to get to work.
Right. We're heading into the Sendai jail. Hey.
So, we got ourselves a mobile hideout. Pretty convenient. And I gotta say, it sure does make the Phantom Thieves even cooler. Once you think everything's good and ready, let's meet at the hideout and infiltrate the jail. We're counting on you, Banjo. Sounds good to me. But first, before we do anything, let's go do some shopping and also talk to our team. Hey, good timing. I want some curry before we head up the jail. Good luck curry. Good luck curry, let's call it. Good luck curry? You know, like in ancient warrior times, they'd all sit around and eat curry together before marching into battle, or something like that.
Anyways.
I know we just had a little, had some a little while ago, but my reserves are running low. I can't help it. And we're about to go into a jail. I need curry power-up. And only yours will do, Banjo.
Yummy.
But this was the only ingredient I could scourge up. Good luck finding the rest. Well, I guess we got order up, Banjo. If you don't have the ingredients, you'll need to pick some up first. Then you can cook at the hideout. Sounds good to me.
Yummy.
Man, your curry's good, Banjo. Makes sense being Sojiro's star pupil and all. Well, to be fair, you should definitely learn to make the curry too. You are technically his daughter, so...
Amazing.
I don't see why not. Zuda Munchie, Zuda Milkshake, ooh, Zuda Parfait, Zuda Cake. It all looks so good. I can't wait to dig in. Time to prep for a mission by eating as many local desserts as I can. Be careful not to eat too much, otherwise you'll end up as Jabba the Hutt's wife.
Hiya.
Let me know when you're ready to hit the jail. We can meet up at the the hideout. Too funny. Anywho, let's go and buy everything here. I'll take your entire stock.
Thank you.
Funny how I just said that, don't eat too much. Hey, ain't this pretty sick? It's a keychain of a little katana. I can't stop myself from buying this kind of stuff. I feel like I just gotta, being a dude and all. My mom will probably be pissed telling me I wasted my money, but you know what? I'd say stuff like this makes the best souvenirs. I getcha.
Right?
Yeah? I mean, that's pretty cheap, but they hold up alright, and they build all sorts of cool little gimmicks in them. In fact, this thing splits into 2 halves. How about we divide it up? Here, you take the katana half, I'll take the dragon hilt half. Ooh, thanks, buddy. Hang on to it. He'll be good luck. If you say so. Although the accessory itself might be useful for this point in the game, it really depends on how you look at it and what your needs are for your current persona configuration. As for me, I'm perfectly fine as is.
How much that's what
Ooh.
is that? Here you are. Take it.
Would love to have a salmon bowl, but unfortunately I already have one, so yeah, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But like I said, once you buy a recipe, you don't need to worry about buying it for any additional playthroughs from that point going forward. And as I mentioned too earlier, you do get some additional dialogue for buying the recipe for the first time. Speaking of special dialogue, whenever you make a new item for the first time, you'll get some dialogue for making the recipe. Speaking of recipes, as I mentioned, you do get to carry over your recipes from playthrough to playthrough via New Game Plus, which is pretty nice. Even nicer is that as soon as you get the ability to cook something, you'll be able to make whatever things you want. Finally, somewhere I can relax. All I hear at the station is Natsume, Natsume, Natsume. Oh, and by the way, this place exists. It's Fortunes. You want to buy a fortune and see if we're in any luck? Says it's 100 yen per draw. Sure, let's go for it. Reached in, hoping for the best. Curse. Well, don't let it get to you, Banjo. Funny enough, this is actually one of the farming spots for farming bond points. However, you do have to pray that the RNG gods smile upon you. And the reason why is because in order to get the most bond points, you have to have a good fortune. Which, again, as I mentioned before, that is purely RNG. Which does kind of suck, but it is what it is. But, if you want to farm fortune or buy additional fortunes, you have to first fast travel and leave the area, and then re-enter. You can also save the game and reload too. That also works. But honestly, I think it's faster just to exit the area and then re-enter, but that's just me and my silly opinion. Although I suppose it depends on your hardware configuration and whether or not you're playing this on PlayStation 5, or if you're playing this off of a M.2 SSD on PC. So I know I never really clarified this before, but the name Beauty Thief is sort of an aspiration. It's not like I'm saying I'm the most beautiful member of the Phantom Thieves, even though you actually are, but Haru is the most beautiful member of the Phantom Thieves. Got it. What? Sophia? No, I meant... Oh, never mind. I'm a college student now. Maybe it's time to give up the silly titles anyway. I don't think they're so silly, but it really depends on how you look at it. I feel like I have to burp, but instead, I feel like I'm coughing something up like a cat. Ugh. Gross. Oh well, it is what it is. If you're wondering why I'm not fast traveling to the arcade section, well, over here, we'll be able to talk to Yusuke as well as Makoto. Sometimes I wonder, can true beauty exist without the value and praise provided by society? Well, the Sayori is beautiful. Thank you, Banjo.
At any rate,
whatever the case may be, Natsume is endangering lives. We cannot allow him to run rampant across the art world. I'm ready to go at a moment's notice. Please let me know when you're adequately prepared. Believe me, I most certainly am. But it can't hurt to buy a few more items.
Speaking of which...
Apparently, Tanabata Festival runs from June to August. You know, I went to a festival with Sis once when I was little. She did everything she could to keep her eye on me for every second while we were in that huge crowd. In fact, she was so preoccupied that she ended up tripping and dropping her candied apple. She was about a hair away from just bursting into tears. To this day, that's the only time I've ever seen that look on her face. I felt so bad, I ended up splitting my chocolate banana with her. It really takes me back. Oh, keep that between you and me though, okay? I don't want Sis trying to get even. Even though this seemingly peaceful city, countless people have had their hearts changed. What a terrifying power that is when you really think about it. We have to make sure we never misuse it. Very true. Otherwise, oh dear. That could lead to some serious problems. I mean, there is an ending in the original Persona 5 as well as Persona 5 Royal where something like that actually does happen. If you don't believe me, look into December 24th of that particular day, where you make a certain deal with a certain gremlin, and oh dear, it's quite the show. Anyway.
Reading.
Anything else for sale that we can buy right now? Probably not, but who knows. By the way, another way you can restock items in a shop is just letting time pass. But unlike Persona 5, in this game, time passes via story progression, and not so much actually passing it on your own free will. That can be both a blessing and a curse, but it is mostly a blessing in this game, at least in my opinion. Some people may disagree, but I see things a bit differently. Let me know how you feel about the whole time not progressing on your own, or your own free will. Let me know what you think in the comments. Or if you're here in the chat right now, then feel free to share your thoughts. Other than that, though, I think we're about ready to head into the jail. Even though we got 13 minutes before we reach the 3-hour mark, I think this should be more than enough time for our initial trip. And if anything else, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Let's get to work.
Now, before we go anywhere, you can choose to discuss certain topics with the Phantom Thieves if you so desire. Let's have a quick meeting before we enter the jail. We obtained the keywords to become friends with Natsume Agno, who most likely is the monarch of the Sendai jail.
Yep.
Right, all thanks to Inari. We won't know until we actually see the jail, but from the way things look, it's safe to say he's the one heading it. Just to make sure we're all on the same page, perhaps we should revisit why we need to infiltrate these jails in the first place.
Yes.
Yes, good thinking. I would also like to hear everyone's thoughts. Well, those who become the Monarch's friend through Emma get their desires taken from them. And thanks to that, the Monarchs can manipulate them in real life. It's almost like they're being brainwashed. Natsume's fans are buying his books, even at the cost of going into debt. In some cases, people are even committing assault.
Damn it.
And we're not just gonna sit back and watch. Meeting the Phantom Thieves, it's time to shine. Right, our goal is to take back the desires Natsume stole from everyone. Just like Shibuya, there's sure to be plenty of shadows and guards roaming the jail. It couldn't hurt to be prepared. I say we at least get ourselves prepared before we head in. So, it's not a bad idea to do some cooking, so...
What are you cooking?
Let's go ahead and make ourselves some LeBlanc coffee. Why? I'm just gonna make one. Why? Because I actually have a superior recipe.
Very nice.
Hey, isn't that the Chief's special coffee? It smells super good. Our hideout's suddenly turning into LeBlanc. Makes me feel so warm and cozy. LeBlanc will always have a special place in my heart. Seems like the coffee I made is a hit. I should finish up the rest later. Making something for the first time will also raise your bond points as well, and by a decent amount, depending on what you make.
Oh, good idea.
You know what? Let's go ahead and make one more of these. Never know.
Delicious.
Right. Let's see what else I can make. I can make pretty much anything I have on my recipe list here. I don't want to trigger any dialogue that I shouldn't before certain story beats happen, because, believe it or not, making certain recipes that you acquired from your previous playthrough will make certain characters appear when they shouldn't appear. Just saying. Like, I want to make more of the crab hot pots because, believe it or not, these are the best items in the entire game. How? It restores 80 HP and 40 SP to all allies. Which, again, super useful to have. But, again, it requires a lot of items if you want to make a decent amount of these. So, let's see. Can I make anything else that might be useful? I could make some ramen. I can't remember if I just saw this recipe not that long ago or not, so just in case, let's just go ahead and make one.
All done.
Such exquisite flavor. This stew is restaurant quality and then some.
Delicious.
I think you succeed in recreating it. No wonder you're our leader, Banjo. He stole that special taste like a true Phantom Thief. Let's add even more recipes to our repertoire. It's more of our nutrition than our reputation, though. I'll aim to match the restaurant's flavor as much as possible. Maybe I should eat the leftovers later. I don't think I need to worry about making anything else at the moment. But let's see if we can buy anything else from Sophia's shop.
What are you selling? How many? Are you sure? Things are discounted right now. You should buy something.
I most certainly will.
You put it to good use, okay? How many would you like?
Oh,
You put it to good use,
Guard
okay?
Incense is on sale. 80,000 as opposed to 200,000 each. I'll take your entire stock! Incenses are always useful. If you ever see them go on sale, buy them, if you happen to have the funds. Just keep in mind, even at 80,000 yen per incense, it's still very expensive, but way cheaper than buying one individually. Just saying, you never know when it will come in handy. I'm surprised at how much time has passed just by going over the cooking screen, going over a few more lines of dialogue, and also doing some additional shopping. But hey, it is what it is. No big deal. Yeah, speaking of cooking, I could definitely go for something right about now. I'm starving. As far as what I'm gonna make, I don't know yet. Maybe we'll air fry some chicken and some mozzarella sticks. Who knows? Well, regardless of how I'm feeling, I think it's time to head into the jail. Even if we do go over the 3-hour mark a little bit, it won't be that big of a deal. It's time to head in. Head into the second jail of the game.
Yes, let's go.
This shouldn't take too long. But then again, who knows? If anything else, I can always stop at the next checkpoint. We'll have to wait and see what happens first. Ooh. I like the theming of this place. Pretty neat.
So that's it.
Once again, the domain reflects who's within.
Okay. Looks like it is confirmed that Natsume is indeed our target. Great. You know what? I'm going to keep Yusuke in the party. I'm just going to change out a couple of others and we should be all set. Time to head in.
Well, we made it to the jail. I'd say that settles it. Ongo Natsume is our monarch.
So him being all popular is a total lie.
Doesn't he feel any remorse for obtaining his success this way? His fans are only his fans because he forced them to be.
That's just how smug assholes like him think. You can't just let it keep happening.
There's a large tower in the distance. Is that Natsume's castle? Probably. I smell treasure. I mean, desires.
Mount Alba's over that way. The main road here should lead us right to it.
Then let's go. We'll steal those desires and expose Natsume for the fraud he is.
Alright. Time to head in, even if it's just gonna be a short trip. It shouldn't take too long. We're off to the races. And we're also off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. So, there's one thing I haven't really mentioned yet when it comes to this particular place, or just Merciless in general. I don't know if I brought this up or not in the last session or two, but starting in this jail, some enemies that previously had resistances to certain things now have full-on immunities. So what I mean is, the slime enemies of which we're fighting here, normally they have a high resistance to physical-based attacks. However, on Merciless difficulty only, they have full-blown immunity to physical-based attacks. This also includes gun as well.
I'll reveal your true form.
So be careful when using any sort of physical-based abilities. Why? Pretty simple, actually. You don't want to be wasting your health, let alone your time trying to beat people up. In other words, you have to use your persona-based abilities, or just use elemental abilities to even deal damage to them. Just saying. You can still inflict status ailments on the enemies, though. And also, almighty attacks still completely break them to a million pieces. But don't be afraid to unleash all kinds of hell when it comes to almighty-based attacks.
I'll reveal your true form.
What do you think? Pull it off? Yeah! Let's steamroll these.
Okay. Just a little bit further now, and we should be good to go. You may be thinking, why don't I just destroy all the cars in this area? Not exactly the best idea. Okay, where the hell is this guy? Hello? Where are you? There you are! Oh, that was easy enough.
Take this.
Alright, on to the next feat. Kind of surprised that we're already, like, just about the 3-hour mark. As you notice, there is a chest towards the very middle of this place. However, it is pretty heavily guarded. So if you are planning on taking the treasure, make sure you take everyone out with it before trying to take the treasure for yourself. Otherwise, you may end up taking a one-way ticket to the frickin' Shadow Realm incredibly quickly. By the way, when it comes to this particular big boy right here, he also shares the same immunities to physical-based attacks. On other difficulties like normal, hard, and easy difficulty respectively, he just has high resistances to it. It's only on Merciless where you're gonna run into problems. However, if you manage to deplete his shield gauge and execute an all-out attack, that counts as almighty damage. So that's actually pretty cool. That's one way of dealing with him. What we got? Enduring Belt.
On to the next.
Neato. I'll gladly take that in the bag of chips. What we got in here? Revival bead. This'll come in handy.
Take this!
No way am I gonna live!
Persona! Ravage them!
Go, go, go!
If any of you are wondering how it is I'm able to replenish my SP so efficiently, I built Lucifer in a way that I always replenish SP whenever I execute technical damage or inflict a status ailment on an enemy.
I think we all did really well.
Let's keep up the pace, shall we?
There's a certain build that you can have set up for your personas, and it's not just for Lucifer, but really anyone. And I think the build goes something like this. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yep, here we go. Soul Thief. Drain SP when inflicting an ailment on one foe. So whenever you put them to sleep, or inflict any status ailment whatsoever, sleep really is the best way of handling it. Because it has the highest chance of inflicting on the enemy, regardless of who they are. Except for bosses. Definitely super useful to have. Anywho, I know I'm at the 3-hour mark now. In fact, I'm over it by about 2 minutes, but who cares?
I've been waiting for you, oh chosen heroes.
Who are you?
Is it foolish to come against you?
One of the fearsome four and servant to the Prince of Nightmares!
More like the fearsome foursome. Ha! Am I right?
Oh, no. He did not just say that. There's no way someone would be this cliche.
He kinda just looks like some old guy in a suit to me.
I am the guardian of this seat. If you wish to pass, you have to defeat me in combat. But be warned, I will not fall so easily. In the name of the fearsome four, I will slay you where you stand. Come, chosen heroes.
Whatever you say, giant jack-o'-lantern, aka Doma of the fearsome foursome. Time to get your ass beaten to the frickin' ground. Funny enough, despite the fact that he is a member of the Fearsome Four, he's considered the weakest out of all 4 of them. Okay, showtime! Time to wreck some faces in. Thankfully, I don't think Domo can summon any reinforcements whatsoever. Then again, I could be wrong. But I'm pretty... Okay, I am wrong! First time I've been proven wrong in this whole session. Say goodnight! Oh, you're not dead yet. Well then, no problem. But you soon will be. Goodbye! That was easy.
Oh, nice! Did we get him?
I'd expect nothing less from the chosen. Very well. You may pass. To best us is to overcome the Overlord's most perilous trial. But will you be able to defeat the others? I pray you lose your way. Chosen heroes!
Whoa! Okay. Do you make a quick escape or what? Wait, where the hell are we now?
The hell? Where are we now?
What was that? You're in a completely different place than we were before.
Looks like we're in front of that castle we saw earlier. Does that mean we were brought here by some kind of magic?
My guess is it was that fearsome four guy's doing. You heard that "I pray you lose your way" crap. right?
Yep. It really is an Overlord's castle.
Right? We've seen it a million times.
I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble keeping up here.
Chosen heroes and demons and shit? That's classic video games and manga business.
I believe this is the world from Natsume's novel, Prince of Nightmares.
You mean we're in a novel?
You've read it, haven't you, Fox? What's it about?
A man living a completely normal life in our world is reborn as a demon overlord in another. Making the most of his villainous new role, he then attempts to repel the heroes who come to slay him.
Sounds like the plot of How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, just minus the hentai. Great anime, by the way. Definitely watch it. Just keep in mind, there's a lot of hentai in it. Just saying, you get what you pay for.
To that end, he deploys a number of traps about his castle, along with a group known as the Fearsome Four.
And that's why he called us heroes earlier?
So are the heroes the real bad guys of the story then?
Yes, that's correct. Am I to assume you've read it too?
Nah, I just skimmed it. But I've seen enough of that kind of thing to guess where it was going.
So it's our job to challenge the Demon King, huh?
That's true. Then I guess this all works out pretty nicely. And if this place is from Natsume's book, then it's safe to say he's somewhere in the castle. Which means everyone's desires are in there too.
Right. Let's see if we can find a way inside.
Shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Huh? There's a checkpoint nearby, but it looks like the warp function isn't working. Is this the work of that Fearsome 4 guy too? Guess he really doesn't plan on us leaving. So we're trapped here. Still, there's no need to panic. If he's the reason it's not working, then all we have to do is get him out of the picture.
Well, yes.
Even so, we'll want to be ready in the event we're unable to return to the real world right away. Make sure to switch out party members so no one ends up overdoing it. This is true, especially if you're underprepared when it comes to SP management.
Pipe down, Skull. We're on enemy turf, remember?
Oh yeah, sorry.
First things first. Let's get an idea of our surroundings.
Sounds like a good idea, but first I kind of want to mark the checkpoint here. There we go. Checkpoint is marked. Unfortunately, there are going to be instances like this where we cannot, we can't leave the jail right away upon entering.
Searchlights ahead. Security here's pretty tight.
It appears the gate is closed as well. We won't be getting in this way. In that case, let us play true to Phantom Thief form and sneak in through the back.
Sounds like a plan to me. But we're going to worry about that next time. Why? Because, like I said, we are over the 3-hour mark now by roughly 10 minutes. And I think this is a good stopping point anyway. So with that, folks, I bid you all adieu. This is General Snivy with more Persona 5 Strikers. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, we're going to be learning even more about Natsume, why the hell it is he's such a pretentious prick, why the hell it is he's plagiarizing so many people with this grand million-copy selling novel known as The Prince of Nightmares, and also tried to defeat even more of the Fearsome Four. Like I said, more like the Fearsome Foursome, am I right? Well, whatever. I'll see myself out. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time.